Phil City Club shit.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, first and foremost, I want to give all praise to Rasul Abanawa.
Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushua, Bashim, Rakakadash.
Hey, double honors be to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who have taught us the truth in the spirit, peace and much love and salutations to the whole of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, to all the children of Israel according to this Bible. 5 times we got a seat in 2023. Don't fear props. All right, we're gonna get into dealing with America being Rome and its history and various other prophecies. Okay, because we're living in a time of prophecy, so we need to. Let's say you need to be occupied in prophecies. Revelation 19 and 10. The spirit of Yahushua is the spirit of what? Of prophecy. Right? Go ahead.
This is Psalm 75 verse 6. For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But the Most High is the judge. He putteth down.
There's some promotion coming from the Most High. Right? It's promotion will come from no one else but the Lord. And who has been promoted upon the earth to be the ruler upon the earth? We always Esau Edom, so white man. Right? He's the power of the earth today. He runs what you call the new world. So the Most High promoted this man. The Lord gave Esau so white man the power that he has today to run the earth. But his power is being taken from him. He's going down, as the scriptures say. Go ahead.
And setteth up another.
Homie, Psalms 113, 17b. It set up another. What's that? Another? That's us, nation of Israel. Right? You so-called Negroes, Latin Americans, we are the children of Israel according to the Bible. We are the ones to get the next scepters, man. We're the ones to come into power after this devil goes down. Right? Go ahead.
For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is Psalms 113 verse 7. He raised up the poor out of the dust.
That's it. So he raised the poor up out of the dust. Who's the poor? We are. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all throughout the lands of America and through all out the world. We're the poor. Right? Go ahead.
And lift up the needy out of the dunghill.
Yes, look, we're the needy, because we're the ones that need. We're the ones that need a king. We're the ones that need salvation. We're the ones that need saving. Right? Go ahead.
That he may set him with princes, even with the princes of his people.
Yup.
He maketh the barren woman to keep house and to be a goat.
Remember Jeremiah 27 and 27:5. Keep going. No, that's not.
This is Jeremiah 27 verse 5.
Read 5 through 8. Go ahead.
I have made the earth, the man and the beasts that are upon the ground by my great power.
Go ahead.
And by my outstretched arm, and I have given it unto whom it seemed meet unto me.
That's just so. And the Most High gave it to he seemed to be fit. Just how the Most High gave the power to Esau. Everything is under the hands of Esau, so white man. Go ahead.
And now have I given all these lands into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar.
And at that time, right, the Most High gave the power to Nebuchadnezzar, which was the Babylonian Empire. Now give me Daniel 2 and give me Daniel 2 and 20. So sorry, Daniel 2 and 19. You know, hold that. Right? Because see, that's how the Most High deals. And the Most High set up one king and pulled down another. And that's the order of the Most High. That's how the Most High operates. So the man that rules the earth today is Esau, the white man. He's the power of the world. But we're the next ones to come into power. We're the next ones who under our Lord Yahushua when he comes back. And it's in his Father's glory. We read that, Matthew 24 and 34. Right, we can start at 30th verse. Right? It speaks about how the Lord's going to come back and deliver the children of Israel from all the lands we have been led captives.
Daniel 2 and 19. That was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision.
So the secret was revealed unto Daniel. Right? The secret of what? The vision that the Lord gave to Nebuchadnezzar, the dream. Right? And this Bible itself is a secret. This is a secret, man. Right? Real quick, hold that. And I'll start at 10. 1 Corinthians 2 and 10.
This is 1 Corinthians 2 and 10. But the Most High hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit. For the Spirit searcheth all.
So I can go up. Start at verse 6.
This is verse 6. Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect.
So we speak wisdom among them that are perfect. And it's wisdom that we're speaking unto the ones that are perfect. Who are those? Those are the elect. The first fruits of the church. Which is something wrong? The first fruit of the church. These are the men who we're speaking to. Right? We're not speaking to 2/3 of our people because they're not going to get it. We're speaking to the elect, the ones that are going to hear, who the Most High have given the Spirit to understand His knowledge in these scriptures, in these dark sayings, right? We ain't speaking to a regular nigga that don't believe.
That's right.
We're speaking to those that want to believe, that want to hear, that want to learn.
Right.
Go ahead. So we speak wisdom to those that are perfect. Go ahead.
Yet not the wisdom of this world.
So we're not speaking wisdom in this world. We're not telling you about how to make money. We're not doing videos about how to get $1 million. We're not talking about how to build your credit up. We're not talking about how to finesse the system and get money from Esau, Edom. Right? We're not telling you about this shit or so-called white man. We're not talking about that, man. We're not speaking about this bullshit that they teach in the school systems. We're not teaching that North American Indians had no culture. They had no culture. They was basically naked, walking around like madmen until Esau came. We're not talking about the wisdom according to this world. Right? Go ahead.
Nor of the princes of this world.
So we're not speaking about the prince, nor the prince of this world. We're not talking about your father and forefathers. Now we might read up in history, the core side of the scriptures, and pulling it back through the scriptures through history, filtering out through the scriptures through the history. Right? But that all main folks ain't speaking about Thomas Edison, right? Abraham Lincoln. Okay? We're speaking about our forefathers. Go ahead.
That come to naught.
Yep, that's the prince that come to naught. Go ahead.
But we speak the wisdom of the Most High and the mystery.
So we speak the wisdom of the Most High and the mystery. Right? So this thing is a mystery, it's a hidden thing. Grab me that word mystery real quick and go to the word mystery. The blue letter real fast, right? So this is a mystery. And a mystery, go ahead.
The word mystery means hidden thing, secret.
So it's a secret thing. That's why you go up down the street, can't nobody break down the scriptures to you, man.
Not obvious to the understanding.
That's just not obvious to the read it again.
A hidden or secret thing.
So
not
a hidden
obvious.
So a hidden secret thing not obvious. Go ahead.
To the understanding.
To the understanding. So it ain't obvious, man. Right? You can't ask an everyday person to break down a Bible, break me down Romans 18 chapter. They can't do it. If we just ask them right here to break down the scriptures to us, they can't break it down.
No.
They don't know the scriptures.
Right. That's right.
They gotta come learn it from us. And the men that taught us was to the apostles and elders. Go ahead. Yeah, go back to scripture.
This is verse 7.
Yep.
But we speak the wisdom of the Most High.
So we speak the wisdom of the Most High, the mystery, something that is hidden, something that's not hidden, something that you can't see with the blind eye, right? With the open eye. It ain't out there for everybody, man. Go ahead.
Even the hidden wisdom which the Most High ordained before the world unto our glory.
That's just sort of even the hidden wisdom was the Most High ordained unto our glory. So this wisdom that we have is hidden, right? It's given only into a few. Go ahead.
Which none of the princes of this world knew. For had they known it, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory.
That's just so if the Romans in that time knew it, if Caiaphas knew, right, or the high priest knew, was like if Caiaphas knew, right, they wouldn't have crucified the Lord. They wouldn't have been against the Yahweh Shai and the 12 disciples.
Yep, that's right.
Okay? They wouldn't have been against the Lord if they would have known the prophecy of the scripture. They understood what the Lord's coming to do. The wicked Sadducees, that's wicked, because you have righteous Sadducees, you have righteous Pharisees, man. For you niggas that they don't know that. Because Paul was a Pharisee, but you learned on the Gamaliel.
That's right.
Right? But you had men that was Sadducees and Pharisees that was up in those high places, and the Lord was dealing with them. Like Nicodemus. Nicodemus was a man of the Lord.
Yeah.
But you got all you simple ass niggas talking about the high Sadducees and Pharisees. Some of them was righteous, man.
Yeah.
Because you niggas don't read. You niggas just repeat what you hear. You don't look into it. You just say what you want to say. Because you're not diligent, man. You're not diligent, man. And to me, the spirit of the Most High ain't with you niggas, man.
I say they're called Paul wicked.
Exactly.
How was he wicked when he's one of the 12 disciples?
Exactly. He wasn't on the 12 disciples, but he was disciple of the Lord. Go ahead.
But as it is written, I have not seen nor heard.
Go ahead. On that. Go ahead.
Daniel chapter 2, verse 19. There was a secret revealed to Daniel in a night vision. Then Daniel blessed the Most High of heaven.
Go ahead. You say Daniel blessed the Most High of heaven. Go ahead.
Daniel answered and said, Blessed be the name of the Most High, forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his.
So wisdom and might is the Most High's. Is Yahweh.
That's right. That's
Go ahead.
right.
And he changes the times and the seasons. He removed the kings and set them up.
So the Most High changed the times and seasons. He moved kings and set up kings. So the Most High, how about to remove Esau from power? Just how he removed Nebuchadnezzar, right? This how he removed Alexander. This how he removed the Romans out of power. This how he removed King Darius and King Cyrus out of power. Same way the Most High is going to uproot Esau, so white men out of power.
That's right.
And set us back up to be the righteous rulers of the earth. Under our Lord Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding.
That's the Most High give wisdom unto the wise and give knowledge to them that are of understanding. Go ahead.
He revealed the deep and secret things.
He revealed the deep. He revealed the deep and secret things. Go ahead.
What is in the darkness and the light dwells with them.
That's in the light dwells with him. So what is the deep and secret things? Like we said again, the scriptures of knowledge. Because at that time when Daniel was getting the dream, when Nebuchadnezzar was bringing out a dream to him, Nebuchadnezzar couldn't understand it. Nor could his soothsayers, nor could his prophets and soothsayers, and all his men, his astrologers. But Daniel could, because why? The secret, because the Most High revealed unto them, because the Lord was dealing with Daniel. And ultimately Daniel was an Israelite, but ultimately Daniel was a prophet coming back. Okay? Go ahead.
And he changeth the times and the seasons. He removed kings and set up kings.
Yep.
He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that don't understand.
Go ahead.
He revealed the deep and secret things.
Go ahead.
He knoweth what is in the darkness and the light dwelleth with him.
Go ahead. Meaning the truth. The light is with the truth. Go ahead.
I thank thee and praise thee, O thou power of my Father,
Yep.
who hath given me wisdom and might.
So that's it. So Daniel knew that wisdom comes from the Lord. And it says that when Psalm, I believe the 8th chapter, all wisdom coming from the Most High. So all the wisdom that we have attained through the Spirit of Yahweh Shai Shai comes from the Lord. Go ahead.
And hast made known unto me now what we desire of thee.
Go ahead.
And thou hast now made known unto us the king's matter.
Go ahead.
Therefore Daniel went in unto Arioch, whom the king had ordained to destroy the wisdom to destroy the wise of Babylon.
That's because the wise men of Babylon, they could understand the vision. They was like, shit, we don't know it, king. We don't understand what this vision's meaning. We don't understand what it's talking about. But Daniel could, because the Spirit of the Lord was on Daniel. The Most High was dealing with Daniel. Go ahead. Which is Daniel Allah. Go ahead.
Destroyed the wise men of Babylon.
Go ahead.
He went and said thus unto him, Destroy not the wise men of Babylon, bring me in before the king, and I will show unto the king the interpretation.
Go ahead.
Then Arioch brought in Daniel before the king in haste, and said, Thus unto him I have found a man of the captain of Judah, that will make known unto the king the interpretation.
Go ahead.
The king answered and said to Daniel, whose name was Belshazzar,
Go ahead.
Art thou able to make known unto me the dream which I have seen, and the interpretation thereof?
Go ahead.
Daniel answered in the presence of the king and said, The secret which the king hath demanded cannot the wise men, the astrologers, the magicians, and the soothsayers show unto the king.
Yep.
But there is a power in heaven that reveals secrets.
So there's a power in heaven that reveals secrets, man. And that's our power, Yahweh. Bashim Yahweh Shai. That reveals those secrets, man. Go ahead.
Hey, Slacky, and they said that same thing. You go back to the story of Joseph, right? They say, for it's not his father that has revealed these secrets unto you,
But the Most High.
That's right.
Because see, the Lord reveals these secrets. Starting out, like I said again, Elder Abba Bivens, right? Happy Sorry Yakim Mashab, Elder Gatequad, right? Dude, and apostles to haul on down, man. Apostle Bakar, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Kabar, and the elder bishops, and on down to the other brothers that come under they come up under those men. So the Lord revealed those secrets unto us, man. Just how the Lord's dealing with Daniel, the Lord's dealing with the apostles, man.
Right.
But you got niggas that can't understand that. They don't see it. But that's okay. There's a Most High about it, you have to see that, man. Another thing too, why was Howard Shah, right, which Joshua, which means he's a deliverer. Why was he able to come up under the stead of Moses and come up and deliver and give us and part our land and take over the heathen's land and sell the children of Israel in their land? Because why? He was a hard follower of Masha, which is Moses. He followed Moses, man, because he knew the Lord was dealing with Moses. He understood it. And then the Most High set him up. This is how with Elijah and Elisha. Elisha understood that the Most High was dealing with Elijah. And then by that, the Most High gave him a double portion of Elijah's spirit when Elijah went up into the whirlwind, which was the chariots of the Most High. And Elisha says, "Quiet, my father, these are the chariots of Israel." And he went up and did a double portion of Elijah went upon Elisha, man. Just how with John the Baptist, right? Knew about Yahweh Shai. He knew that Yahweh Shai was to be set up to be what? To be the savior and deliverer of the children of Israel. To be our horn of salvation. It says that in the book of Luke. And John was speaking of one for to come. So the disciples. So by you following the Lord, you gotta follow his men. That's how the Most High works. So if you can't follow the Most High's men, then you can't follow the Lord. If you can't get with the program, you can't get under follow the minute the Most High set up, and you can't follow the Most High. Because the Lord set these men up. Just how the Lord set up Moses, King David, King Solomon, all the prophets of old. You gotta get in order. But you niggas don't want to get in order. That's why you niggas gonna be destroyed. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 28. But there is a power in heaven that reveals secrets.
That's it.
And make them known to the king Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah. What shall be in the latter days?
So this is going to be in the latter days. And when did the latter days start? Hebrews the first chapter. It's going to tell you when the latter days started, right?
Hebrews the first chapter. Verse 1, the Most High, who at sundry times in diverse manners spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets.
So the Most High spoke about the prophets, and right, the prophets are back here again in our lives, right? We come back doing what we were doing before. Go ahead.
After these last days spoken unto us by his Son.
So in these last days spoken by his Son. Go ahead.
Whom he hath appointed here of all things, by whom also he made the world.
That's it. When Yahweh Shai came on the scene, that was it, and that was the beginning of the end. When Yahweh Shai gave himself up for on the cross for our sins, right? So we can receive remission of sins, according to Matthew 26, chapter. Yahweh Shai said, "Drink of this cup, which was the wine representing his blood. For this you drink a New Testament for you and the remission of your sins, the forgiving of our sins." Right? So now we've been forgiven through our Lord Yahweh Shai. Okay? So the end of the world started when Yahweh Shai gave himself up for our sins, man.
Shed of his blood.
We shed his blood. That was the end. That was the beginning of the end of the world. Now at the very end, according to the scriptures, and also according to Daniel the 2nd chapter and the 7th chapter, man. Go ahead. That's okay. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Thy dream and the visions of thy head upon thy bed are these.
Yep.
As for thee, O king, thy thoughts came into thy mind upon thy bed, what should come to pass hereafter. And he that reveals secrets make them known to thee what shall come to pass.
Go ahead.
But as for me, this secret is not revealed to me for any wisdom that I have more than any living, but for their sake that shall make known the interpretation to the king, and that thou mightest know the thoughts of thy heart, of thy mind. Thou, O king, sawest and behold as great image, this great image, whose brightness was exceedingly stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. This image head was on fine gold.
Now the fine gold speaking about what? The Babylonians, which was Nebuchadnezzar, right? And gold representing being what? The highest value. Because the reason why the Babylonians is known as a gold, because the way the kingdom was, right? The beauty of the kingdom. The beauty of the kingdom, it was so beautiful and so vast that the splendor of the kingdom, the splendor of Babylon was so beautiful. When you go into why you type in the 7, it's the I believe it's the what's it called? The 7 wonders of the ancient world, right? You have what you call the there it goes. The hanging gardens of Babylon, right? Type in the hanging gardens of Babylon. So this was the hanging gardens of Babylon, right? Cause see, Babylon was the head of gold because of the splendor of the kingdom, right? The splendor, the Babylon, the richest. Babylon was a very rich and wealthy kingdom. Okay, you had the hanging gardens of Babylon. Then you can read up on the Wikipedia, and it speaks about how beautiful it was, right? I'm gonna put this a little more brighter. So you had the hanging gardens of Babylon, which was one of the 7 ancient wonders of the ancient world.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the hanging gardens of Babylon. Babylon was very beautiful. I mean, then you got the gates. I mean, Babylon was nice. It looked good. And ancient Babylon looked way better than fucking America, man. And this is in the old time because Babylon was a very beautiful kingdom. That's why it was the head of gold, right? Go ahead.
This image head was of blood gold.
Go ahead.
His breast and his arms of silver.
Now the breast and the arms of silver. That's talking about the Persian and the Medes, right? The Persian and the Medes was King Cyrus and King Darius. Meaning what? Meaning silver, because what? Silver is inferior to gold in wealth and in prestige. But the military might, because silver is stronger than gold. Because what? Silver is stronger than gold because gold is soft. Gold melts. Silver is stronger than gold, meaning the military might of the Babylonian of the Persian and the Medes were more greater than the Babylonians, because the Persian and the Medes conquer more of the land than the Babylonians. When you go on a map, we gotta get a damn map. We gotta get a geographic map. But when you look on the map over there, up there in the Middle East, you see between Iran, I can't bring it to the top of my brain. But Iraq in them areas, right? Babylon had less than the Persians and the Medes. They conquered more because the silver is stronger than gold, right? So go ahead.
His breast and his arms of silver.
Yep.
His belly and his thighs of brass.
So his belly and his thighs of brass, meaning what? The Greeks. Starting out with Alexander the Greek, his 4 generals, right? Ptolemy, Cassandra, Laslumachus, right? And Seleucus, his 4 generals. They went forth out to conquer. That's when Esau first came into power. Grab me real quick, real fast. Go to Maccabees, the 1st chapter, and then go to real quick Romans, Daniel the 8th chapter, and Daniel 8. Start at Daniel. Go to Daniel 8 and start at like verse 5. Go ahead. Yeah, 1st Maccabees. Yeah.
This is 1st Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 1. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Shittim, has smitten Darius, king of the Persians.
The king of Persia. That's now when you go to Daniel the 8th chapter, speaks about that. It speaks about the goat and the ram. The ram being the Persians, being the Persians, right? And the he-goat being Alexander the Greek, which is so-called white man, which is Esau, Edom, according to the scriptures, right? Go ahead.
And Medes, and he reigned in his stead the first over Greece.
Yep.
And made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth.
That's the slew the kings of the earth, because what the Greeks went through all to conquer the whole known world. And going right back, because brass is stronger than what? It's stronger than silver, not in splendor, but military might. Because the Greeks The Greeks, when they took over, they took more, they conquered more than the Babylonians, than the Persians and the Medes. The Greeks took over way more because their military might was stronger. And then it made sense because Esau, when you go back to Isaac, when you read Genesis 25th chapter, when Isaac told Esau, he said what? By thy sword shalt thou live. And then when you go back to Cain, because we know Cain is the spirit of Esau, and Cain was Kwayan, which means, when the Hebrew was Kwayan, which means spear or weapon. Right? So that's the same spirit that the Cain had, same spirit that Esau, the white man got. They lived by the sword. And that was their blessing when you read Genesis 25th chapter. So it makes sense for them to be stronger than all the other nations. They went and conquered more than the Babylonians, more than the Persians and the Medes, man. Then when the Romans came in, they took away more than the Greeks. Because they lived by the sword. But brass isn't stronger than silver. Silver is more wealthier than brass. Meaning the Persian and the Medes was more wealthier than the Greeks. But the military, like I said again, was stronger than them, man. Okay? Go ahead.
It went through to the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations.
Yes, they went through the hands of the earth and took spoils of many nations. Hey, what does Esau do today? He went forth and conquered all the nations. That's what they do. They live by the sword. Go ahead.
And so much that the earth was quite before him.
Yup.
Whereupon he was exalted and his mind was lifted up.
That's it, his mind was lifted up. So Alexander was puffed up. Go ahead.
And he gathered a mighty strong army and ruled over countries and nations and kings who became tributaries unto him.
Tributaries unto him. We mean what? Paying taxes, which means they belong to the Greeks, because the Greeks, they ran the world. They was the top dogs of the earth at a certain point in time, which Esau Edom, so-called white man. Right? Hold that point. Now Jeremy, go to real quick, Daniel the 8th chapter. You saw that point. It's all good.
Daniel 8:1. In the 3rd year of the reign of King Belshazzar, a vision appeared unto me.
Yes, so Belshazzar, because Belshazzar was the son of Nebuchadnezzar. Okay? Go ahead.
A vision appeared unto me, even unto me, Daniel, after that which appeared unto me at the first. And I saw in a vision, and it came to pass when I saw that I was at Shushan in the palace, which is in the province of Elam.
Go ahead.
And I saw in a vision, and I was by the river of Elam. Then I lifted up my eyes and saw, and behold, there stood before the river a ram which had 2 horns, and the 2 horns were high, but one was higher than the other.
That's going to be about the Persian and Medes, right? Go ahead.
And the higher came up last.
And the higher came up last because what? It was the Medes. Then it was the Persians. The Persians came up last, which was what? Which was King Darius, man. Go ahead.
And I saw the ram pushing westward and northward and southward.
That's the way when they went through. That's how they come. They pushed eastward and westward. Right? Like I said, we gotta pull up the map on it. I can pull it up on Google, and you go into it, and it show you how they conquer. They push eastward and westward. Go ahead.
It was westward, northward, and southward.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So that no beast might stand before him.
Just right quick. When you say Elam stretched from Iran to India. Okay, so when you go back, that's why when you see an East Indian. When you see an East Indian, you be like, oh shit, that's the Elamites, right? But they all a part of that Persian dynasty, right? They all a part of Iran. What they call today Iranians. They all a part of that Persian and Medes. The Medes goes back to Jaffa, but they were stronger, so they took over from Jaffa. So, but they became, which now today the present name of Iran, but it's stretched down into India.
Exactly. It's like my bad, I misspoke. Nebuchadnezzar and Belshazzar, that was his grandson.
You said his son?
Yeah, I said his son.
Right,
It's like my bad.
Yeah,
You know, but that was his grandson.
Yeah.
You know,
but you know,
yeah. I misspoke.
still father and son.
Yeah.
No, but you know how.
Yeah. It's like. I know. It's like. Go ahead.
So that no beast might stand before him.
Yup.
Neither was there any that could deliver out of his hand.
So my point, I'm sorry, Slocky, my point was, I missed on. point was when it said he went south. When he went south, south was going down to India, to what you call today present day India. So they took all that over.
Yeah, and so this is talking about the Persians. This is talking about King Darius and King Cyrus. Okay, this is talking about the Medo-Persian Empire, which took down the Babylonians. And you read that in Daniel the 5th chapter. It says that the Most High have written and finished it. Because
he's a Persian.
Yeah.
He's East Indian, but he calls himself East Indian, but he's Persian.
Yeah.
You go back to the Persian in the meetings. You go back to the Persian Empire.
Go ahead.
But he did according to his will and became great.
Yup.
And as I was considering, behold, and he came from the west.
That's it. So he came from the west, and then he goes represents Alexander, which represents the Greeks, which is Alexander. Go ahead.
On the face of the whole earth.
Go ahead.
And touched not the ground, and the goat had a notable horn between his eyes.
Go ahead.
A notable horn between his eyes.
Go ahead.
And he came to the ram that had 2 horns, which I had seen standing before the river, and ran unto him in the fury of his power.
Yup.
And I saw him come close unto the ram, and he was moved with choler against him, and smote the ram and break his 2 horns.
Yes, he smote the ram and broke his 2 horns, because the last battle that Alexander had with the Persians and the Medes was the battle of Gargamella. But go ahead.
And there was no power in the ram to stand before him.
Yup.
But he cast him down to the guard.
That's it. The Greek, Alexander took down the Persians and the Medes. Okay. Go ahead.
But he cast him down to the guard and stamped him and stamped upon him.
Yup.
And there was none that could deliver the ram out of his hand.
That's it. Go ahead.
Therefore the he-goat waxed very great.
Yep.
And when he was strong, the great horn was broken.
Yep.
And for it came up 4 notable ones towards,
Now it came to 4 notable ones. Go ahead.
towards the 4 winds of heaven.
Now 4 notable ones are talking about Alexander's 4 generals, right? We said again, Ptolemy, Laceumachus, Seleucus, and Cassandra. Those are his 4 generals. Now we begin. And we read that in Matthew the 1st chapter. That's when the Pope first came into power. So when you read Daniel the 8th chapter, it's about the goat, he goat in the ram. The ram represents the Persians, the Medes, and the goat represents Alexander the Greek, and his 4 generals. Okay, the 4 winds that broke apart, and that's what we saw when broke apart the Romans started conquering. Right?
And out of the one of them came forth a little horn,
Right?
which waxed exceedingly great, towards the south and towards the east, and towards the pleasant land.
Now that's speaking about Seleucus, man. That's speaking about Seleucus. Go ahead.
And it waxed great even to the hosts of heaven.
Right.
And it came down some of the hosts and of the stars to the ground and stepped upon them.
That's it. And that's go ahead.
Then he magnified himself even to the prince of the host, and by him the daily sacrifice was taken away.
Now that's speaking about Antiochus Epiphanes. That's about Antiochus. Now we read about that Antiochus in the book of Maccabees, what he did to children of Israel. Right? How we made the Israelites make Greek that tongue. Yeah, that's when you had Israelites going into Greek customs, right? Doing it as the Greeks do under Antiochus Epiphanes. Go ahead.
And the place of the sanctuary was cast down.
Yeah, the place of our sanctuary was cast down because why? They came through. Antiochus came through and took us down. Go ahead.
And an host was given him against a daily sacrifice by reason of transgressions.
Right.
And it cast down the truth to the ground, and it practice. And it practiced and prospered.
That's said prosper. Go ahead.
Then I heard one saint speaking, and another saint said unto that certain.
Now go ahead. First Maccabees.
Oh, you was already there.
Yeah, go ahead. Now, so back at first, read verse Maccabees, first chapter, go back up again from 1.
And read it
This is
again.
first, and we go back to the second chapter.
It's First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 1, and it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Shittim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians.
That's it. Now the priest, let's go right back to the goat. Right? Go right back to the goat and the ram. Go ahead. Which we read there in the 8th chapter. Go ahead.
That he reigned in his stead the first over Greeks,
Yup.
and made many wars, and won many strongholds,
Yup.
and slew the kings of the earth,
Uh-huh.
and went through to the ends of the earth, and took spoils of many nations.
That's it. And took spoils of many nations. This is what the Greeks did. They took spoils of many nations. Go ahead. And that's why we go again. That's why the Greeks being what? Being the brass. Right now, it's not as beautiful as a Persian means, but the military might is way stronger. Go ahead. Because Esau, they some bad boys, man.
Yeah, on this
When
side.
Esau, when it comes to the sword, to the so-called white man, he gets down, man. Esau gets down, right? That was his blessing. That's what Isaac blessed him with, was the sword. Go ahead.
And so much that the earth was quiet before him, whereupon he was exalted and his mind was lifted up.
His mind was lifted up. Go ahead.
And they also did what these Americans do. They amalgamated or they merged other nations in their military.
That's it. And
They the same way Esau do today.
And I believe when you read Maccabees, Maccabees is the sixth chapter, first Maccabees chapter 6, speaks about how Antiochus, right, he wanted all people, right, to follow after his laws and his ways.
Yeah.
Right? That's the same thing
One
Esau
world
do today. One world government. And that's when you go to the 8th chapter, speaks about he set the residue, which when he had the nation of Israel under captivity. And he went and defiled the temples. You know, we had gyms and shit all up in the land. We was doing as a heathen do. Under Antiochus Epiphanes, he conquered the nation of Israel. Okay?
And he gathered a mighty strong army and ruled over countries and nations and kings who became tributaries unto him.
Go ahead.
And after these things he fell sick and perceived that he should die.
Go ahead.
Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable and had been brought up with him from his youth,
Yup.
and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive.
That's in which is four. We already spoke about his 4 generals. His 4 generals in the air. Go ahead.
So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died.
Yup.
And his servants bare rule everyone in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them. Many years and evils were multiplied in the earth.
So now this is a dynasty of wicked men. Right now, when you read Malachi, the 1st chapter, it speaks about Esau, Edom being the border of wickedness, man. Grab me that real quick. Malachi 1 and 4. Right? Because Esau's is the border of wickedness, man. He's the border of wickedness. And now you see what's going on. So now this is when evils multiplied in the world. When Esau came into power. Okay, go ahead.
Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build a desolate place.
And what? Go ahead, read again. So read again.
Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate place.
Because Esau got pulled. Now Esau got taken down, right? When the Romans was in power, right? You had the Holy Roman Empire, right? Which was Jake. Yeah. We took Esau down. Esau went back into the caves, and we was ruling. That's when you go early 20s. It's about the 1,000 years. That 1,000 years, so white man, went back in the caves. He was in bondage. He was ruling, but he came back into power, and he came back into power going back to Europe. That's when Esau came back into power and took us down, and we became tributaries back unto Esau, Edom. Right? That's why when you go back to the Renaissance, it means rebirth of who? Rebirth of the so-called white man. That's when they started taking down the images of King Arthur, of King James, right? All the noblemen, all the knights, and made them so-called white men, right? That was, and also the scriptures too. Painting the angels white, the Messiah being white, God being white, the Israelites being white. Whitewashed the whole entire Bible because that's why he was the power of the earth. So that's why we read Job 9:24, scripture say what? the earth is given to the hands of the wicked, and he covered up the faces of the judges thereof, and not so well, who is he? So Esau took our faces and covered them up with his own face, right? Because of our history. That's why they call it. It was what you call it. They call it. We went over the cover to last week, the Dark Ages. Because see, we was ruling in the Dark Ages. They say there's no records of that, but that's bullshit, man. They tell you that. I was up in that's when I was in fucking high school. About how much? I've been out of school about 4 years now. 4 years out of high school. Some 5 years going on around high school. This fucking teacher, she was saying, yeah, there's no history of the Dark Ages, man. I'm like, man, I'm saying, like, man, bitch, you lying, man. Because there is history of the Dark Ages. Go into the books. Go into the history. Go into the niche, no color line, man. It tells you that the so-called Negro was ruling up in Europe, Spain, Portugal. That we was ruling all up in there, man. And Esau, they got taken down, right? Go ahead.
And thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down.
They shall build, and they most are gonna throw them down, man. Because what did Esau build? Built America. America, man. They built, but we're gonna throw this place down. Go ahead.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness.
So the Esau is the walkway to wickedness, man. Basically, Esau is the walkway to fucking destruction, man. If you walk in the ways of Esau, Edom, you're gonna be fucking destroyed.
And let me back you up right quick.
Okay.
You said about Esau. It's First Maccabees 3:48. And laid open the book of the law.
So they open the book of the law. Go ahead.
Wherein the heathen has sought to paint the likeness of their image.
That's just, so their images are the saints, right? Of Peter, Saint Peter, right? John, Paul, right? Yahweh Shai. They sought to depict the images of their own. Go ahead. So they went over the books of the law and they changed the face of the judges to hide the truth, to keep the truth from us. Because Esau know once we get the truth, we're gonna get back into power. So the only way to stop these niggas is to put them in slavery, beat the hell out of them, switch up the books, switch up the history, confuse them, give them lies, give them niggas drugs, put a Christian church on every single block, make them think that we're God, and they're not gonna be able to turn back to their power. Yeah, that was that crafty counsel these devils did, man. In the second chapter. So they did this to be against us, the Israelites. So we don't come back to who we are. But you mistaken that there's a remnant, there's elect that the Most High has been dead, that the Most High has chosen, that's gonna come out of that, man. Is that it on that? Okay. Go ahead.
And the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
So Esau eating the Most High, and he's with so women forever, man. No, go get me that.
Hey, wait, let me. I'm sorry, it's like, let me get 51.
Okay.
This is First Maccabees 3:51. For thy sanctuary is trodden down.
That's it. Now, when you read that in Daniel the 8th chapter, spoke about Antiochus destroying their sanctuary. Go ahead. That's talking about us. Go ahead.
For thy sanctuaries is trodden down and profane.
No profane, because why? They were sacrificing pig flesh upon the altars, man. Go ahead.
And thy priests are in heaviness.
That's it, yup.
And brought low.
Yup.
And lo, the heathen are assembled together against us
Yup.
to destroy us.
That's it. Go ahead.
What things they imagine against us thou knowest.
Mm-hmm.
How shall we be able to stand against them except thou, O power Yahweh, be our help?
And see, and that was back in the time of the Greeks, right? Maccabees and his sons. That's when he was under the Greek. That's when he was under the Greek captivity.
Yeah, it's Jews when he got busy.
So, and it's time too. So how the hell we gonna really get slugged? That's a good scripture. Because how the hell we gonna get up out of here unless the Most High puts his hand upon Esau, Edom? We can't lead this bitch until the Most High he has to intervene.
No, we gonna pull.
Yeah, you got some fucking clowns saying we're gonna put the Lord down, man. How you gonna pull your Howard side down? You can't even pull yourself down, man. You can't even do fucking 10 push-ups. Talking about gonna put the Lord down. Niggas can't even put 225 on a bench. Fuck out of here, man.
You don't believe we got the gun of power?
Yeah, they're them new covenant demons, man. Them niggas is wicked, man. Them niggas, y'all, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna talk about them clowns. But man, them dudes is demons, man.
You think we got the gun of power?
Demon ass niggas, man. Go ahead.
You don't move unless we sing.
Fucking clowns, man. Go ahead. Yeah. No. Proverbs real quick. Ain't got no fucking power, man. This is Proverbs 29.
Pull the Lord down.
You're not gonna put the Lord down. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 29 verse 10. The bloodthirsty hate the upright,
but the just seek his soul.
Go ahead.
A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keep it in till afterward.
Go ahead.
If a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked. The poor and the deceitful man
And that's the spirit. If a ruler hearkens unto lies, all his servants are wicked. Here in America, man. Here in Babylon, right? What the ruler, he hearkens to nothing but lies. So everybody around him, his cabinet, out of his cabinet, all of them in power, they all are wicked, man. Every single one of them. There is no righteousness within this so-called community or justice system. In Babylon the Great, there's no righteousness, there's no justice here. Okay? Because why? Because if you're ruler, so as the judge, so is the people. So as if the ruler is wicked, then also everybody that's under the ruler, everybody that's in his cabinet is wicked. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs.
Just read that part. What you say? You want somewhere else?
No.
Go,
No,
it's fine.
it's
No, if you supposed to go.
No. So I want to get
That was
back.
just
I want to
beautiful
get back. Yeah, I want to get back to chapter. Wait. Go ahead, Daniel, second chapter. Back to the left of head. Go Daniel, second chapter.
That was just beautiful, man. It said it like that. Ruler wicked. Everybody wins.
I was at 8. Wait, you left off at 8? Yeah. Daniel, go back to
Daniel, chapter 2, verse 2. Then the king commanded to quell the magics and the astrologers and the sorcerers and the Chaldeans, for to show the king his dreams. So they came and stood before the king. And the king said unto them, I have dreamed a dream, and my spirit was troubled to know the dream. Then spake the Chaldeans to the king in Syria, O king, live forever, till thy servants the dream, and we will show the interpretation. The king answered and said to the Chaldeans, the things is gone from me, if ye will not make known unto me the dream with the interpretation thereof, ye shall be cut to pieces, and your houses shall be made a clothing. But if ye show the dream and the interpretation thereof, ye shall receive of me gifts and rewards in great honor. Therefore show me the dream and the interpretation thereof. They answered again and said, let the king tell his servants the dream, and we will show the interpretation of it.
Right.
The king answered and said, I know of certainty that ye will gain the time, because ye see the things is gone from me. But if ye will not make known unto me the dream, there is but one decree.
Go back to verse 31.
Daniel 2 and 31. Thou, O king, sawest and behold a great image. This great image, whose brightness was exceedingly, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible.
Go ahead.
This image head was of fine gold.
Yeah, was what? The Babylonian Empire. Go ahead.
His breast and his arms of silver.
His breast and his arms of silver. Go ahead.
His belly and his thighs of brass.
His belly and thighs of brass, being the Greeks. Go ahead.
His leg of iron, his feet part of
Now,
iron.
now let's talk about what the Roman Empire. Go ahead.
And parts of clay. Thou sawest till that a stone cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet.
That's Yahweh Shai. Because Yahweh Shai is coming to destroy, which where we at? America, we're just re-involving Rome all over again, man. So the Roman Empire is America all over again. Go ahead.
That were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces.
That's it, because the Lord's gonna break this shit into pieces, man. The Most High gonna destroy everything, because these spirits, these captivities are all here. The spirit of Babylon is here, the spirit of Persian Medes is here, the spirit of the Greeks. It's all here in one. Right? Grab me that real quick. In Revelation 11 and 8. Revelation 11 and 8. Right? Okay. Go ahead. It was.
It's Revelation
11, verse 8.
Right.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
That's it,
Which
right?
spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
So which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt.
where also our Lord was
Was
crucified.
crucified. This is America. So this is why our Lord who crucified his image, right? His name. So it's been here in America. So our dead bodies, being the Israelites, shall lie in the great city. Which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. So Egypt, these are all these America's every single captivity been in one captivity.
That's right. That's right.
So that spirit of the statue is still standing.
That's right.
Because it hasn't been smoked yet. We're at the end of it. But we are in the Roman Empire all over again, which is now called America. Which was now called, referred back to Babylon the Great. That's go ahead.
And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth.
That's it.
Because we
was taken down, man. In 3.5 years represents 365 years that we was under complete utter bondage under the so-called white man. Okay? That's so now when I go back to that day in
Daniel chapter 2, verse 35. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like the chaff of the summer, threshing floors, and the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain.
That's Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai is coming to smite this. This is Yahweh Shai coming to do. Yahweh Shai is coming to take over, man. When you read that Revelation 6, give me Revelation 6 and 1 real quick. 6 and get the white horse, speak about Yahweh Shai. Real fast. Because Yahweh Shai is coming to conquer. And also you got, we can go Revelation 19 chapter. Anyway, go Revelation 6 real quick.
This Revelation 6 and 1. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard, as it were the noise of thunder, one of the four beasts saying, "Come and see." And I saw and behold a white horse. And he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer.
That's Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai is coming to conquer and to conquer. So Yahweh Shai is coming to conquer the whole known world. Now read that, go back to Daniel.
God, and it's because a great mountain and filled the whole earth.
That's it, y'all.
This is the dream, and we will tell the interpretation, the form, before the king. Thou, O king, art a king of kings, for the Most High of heaven hath given thee a kingdom, power, and strength, and glory.
Because the Most High gave Nebuchadnezzar that kingdom. Just how the Lord gave Esau, we said again, the kingdom he got today. The Lord gave him that. Go ahead.
And whosoever the children of men dwell the beasts of the field and the fowl of heaven, of the heavens, and he given into thy hand.
That's it, because this is how the Lord gave Nebuchadnezzar all things. The Lord gave Esau surviving all things, right? Go ahead.
And hath made thee ruler over them all.
It made the ruler over all, man. Esau's the power of the world. He's ruler over all. You got it?
This is Romans 13 and 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher power.
Who's the higher power right now, man? Esau's the higher power. Go ahead.
For there is no power but of the Most High.
There's no power but of the Most High.
The powers that be are ordained of the Most High.
So, and the powers that be of the Most High. So the powers that are in rulership today is because the Lord set them to be the powers of the world. Esau, Ammon, right? They're the powers of the world because the Most High gave them the power, man. We're on the bottom because the Most High says to be the bottom. But the Lord going to destroy all these fucking nations, man. And they're going to set them down to the ground. Isaiah 47 chapter says, sit down, O virgins out of Babylon, sit down in the dust. Right? Read that Romans 13 again, one more time.
This is Romans 13:1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher power.
Let all souls be subject unto the higher power. Go ahead.
For there is no power but of the Most High.
There is no power but of Yahweh. Go ahead.
The powers that be are ordained of the Most High.
And the powers that be, they are ordained of the Most High. Go ahead.
Whosoever therefore resisteth the power resisting the ordinance of the Most High.
That's it.
And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
That's it. Because Esau's the power. We can't resist against Esau right now, man. We can't get a military might and go kill these devils. We can't go up in the White House and blow that bitch up and take down take down Joe Biden. We need the law for that, man. That's what Scripture say. Wait upon me till I rise to the prey. So we gotta wait upon the Most High. You see, the Lord gonna deliver us about this captivity. And it's one thing that the world don't understand, that the so-called Negro, the black man that you see every day, the nigga that you see on the niggas that you see on the TVs, shooting the basketball, they're gonna be your fucking rulers in the next one to come. That's what you nations don't understand. That the Most High is gonna set us back up to be the powers of the earth. Okay? And the Lord's finna ready to finish Esau, eat him, and take his ass out. The Lord, like what we say, the Lord took down Nebuchadnezzar. The Lord took down King Darius, right? King Cyrus. The Lord took down Alexander the Great and his four generals. The Lord took down the Romans, right? Julius Caesar, Pompey, Crassus, Vitellius, Arthur, Gabel, right? Augustus Caesar, Tiberius Caesar, right? Caligula, Claudius, Nero. The Lord took them down. So why the Lord gonna take down America, man? So the Lord took down the Roman Empire. Why the Lord gonna take down America?
Go ahead. This is Daniel chapter 2, verse 21. And he changes the times and the seasons. He removeth kings instead of dumb kings.
That's the Most High moving kings instead of dumb kings. So it's in the hands of the Most High.
He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know, understand.
That's it. Go back to that Daniel 2nd chapter.
Daniel 2 and 38. And whosoever the children of men dwell, Daniel 2 and 37. Thou, O king, art the king of kings. For the Most High, man, hath given thee a kingdom, power, and strength and glory. And whosoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field and the fowl of the heaven, hath he given into thy hand.
Yeah, so everything was given unto Nebuchadnezzar. Go ahead.
And hath made thee ruler over them all.
Yup.
Thou art in this head of gold.
Which was the Babylons. Thou art the head of gold, man. Okay, which means the splendor of the kingdom was beautiful. Because like I said, the splendor of Babylon they was rich in wealth, right? In gifts. They was rich in wealth. There was no richer kingdom than the Babylonian kingdom. But the Babylonian Empire. But the military might wasn't as strong as King Darius and King Cyrus. And there's Alexander the Great and the Romans, man. What's wrong?
No, not that.
Okay. Go ahead.
And after these shall arise another kingdom, inferior to thee,
Yep.
and another third
So
kingdom.
inferior to thee, which is what? Meaning what inferior is as in wealth. But in military might they were stronger. Now go to what I want right there to who was to take over? The Persians and the Medes.
This is Daniel.
King Cyrus, King Darius, and King Cyrus. Right?
This is Daniel chapter 5, verse 24. There was the part of the head sent from him, and this writing was written.
Let's read up a little bit. I'll reason why. Because when you read it, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
This is verse 22. And thou, his son, O Belshazzar, has not humbled thy mind.
Yeah, see what happened was Belshazzar, they got pride, man. They got prideful. They started drinking out of the cups, so they started drinking the cups out of the cups of the Lord, the golden cups and shit. They got prideful. Right? Go ahead.
Thou knewest all this, but hast lifted up thyself against the Lord of heaven.
That sin lifted themselves against the Most High, he got prideful. He was feeling himself. He's like, man, can't nobody take me down, right?
And they have brought the vessels.
Go ahead.
And they have brought the vessels of his house before thee, and thou and thy lords, thy wives, and thy concubines have drunk wine in them, and thou hast praised the gods of silver and gold, of brass, iron, wood, and stone, which see not, nor hear, nor know, and the God in whose head thy breath is, and whose are all thy ways.
So they were drinking out of the cups of the Lord. They was drinking out of when you read that in first Ezra, right, it goes into how the Babylonians came down, took everything from us, the gold, the scepters, everything that we had, they took it over. Right? Go ahead.
Hast thou not glorified, then was the part of the head sent from him, and this And this writing was written. And this is the writing that was written. Meaning Tikel, a person. This is the interpretation of the thing, meaning the Most High has numbered thy kingdom and finished.
So the Lord said it. He has numbered your kingdom and finished it.
Tikel,
So the Most High numbered the Babylonian captivity. He numbered and finished it. Grab me Job 14 and 5. Right? So the Lord numbered his kingdom. Hey, the Most High got Esau's ass numbered, man. So-called white man, you can't rule for so long, man. Your shit's going down. And the Lord's gonna take you down, man. Go ahead. That's how you know you devils don't know history. Cause we go into the Babylonians, the Persians, the Medes, the Greeks, and the Romans. They all got taken down. America's gonna go down with them too. Cause they're the kings of the heathen. Go ahead.
Tikel, thou art weight in the balance.
No, that's not that. Go ahead. On that Job 14. 4. Yeah.
Job chapter 14, verse 5. See, his days are determined.
See, his days are determined, man. So the America's days have been determined since the beginning, since the beginning. Before America was thought about, America was already determined on what day and hour it's going to go down. And then on top of that, it's supposed to go down in 1 hour. Verse 8 tells you that it's going to go down in 1 hour. America's going to be destroyed in 1 hour, man. So great a destruction. In 1 hour, this place is going to be fucking destroyed because it takes a missile about 45 to 30 minutes to travel from Russia, Iran, from these other parts of the world to come to here. Go ahead.
See, his days are determined.
So see, his days are determined. Go ahead.
The number of his months are with thee.
The number of his months are with thee. Go ahead.
Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot
The
pass.
Moses said, "Thou hast appointed a time that he cannot pass." His bounds, meaning a time that he cannot pass. Esau, the America can only go for so long until the Most High, like this shit, you're done. This is how we do to other kingdoms. We gotta go back to that day in the 5th chapter. We did it again. The Lord said, "He have numbered thy kingdom and finished it." Read it again.
This is Daniel chapter 5, verse 26. This is the interpretation of the thing, meaning the Most High hath numbered thy kingdom and finished.
The Most High have numbered thy kingdom and finished. Because why? The Most High's going to give it to King Darius, the Persian and the Medes.
Well, Paris.
Go ahead.
Tikel, thou art weighed in the balances, and art found wanting. Paris, thy kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and the Persians.
That's to the Medes and the Persians, man. The Lord, Daniel told him, "Hey, said, nigga, man, you're done. The Lord about to take your ass out." All right, go ahead.
Then commanded Belshazzar, and they clothed Daniel with scarlet, and put a chain of gold about his neck, and made a proclamation concerning him, that he should be the third ruler in the kingdom.
That's it. But I was going, that's the Most High number and finished the Babylonian Empire. Then you had the Persian and Medes. Come on. Go ahead, TV.
That's Daniel's.
Hey, right quick, let me just, right quick. Hey, this is Proverbs 8:29. When he gave the sea his decree, that the waters should not pass his commandments. When he appointed the foundations of the earth. Everything got that.
Everything got a decree, man. Everything got a certain order in a certain way it can't pass.
That go back to Ecclesiastes. But when the winds, you know how the earth to the how the winds go. You know what I'm saying? How the earth go into the water.
So it's all set up by the Most High. And everything's all set up by the Most High. See, everything's all set up by Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Alright? For you fucking clowns that don't understand that. At the Most High makes everything move, nigga. And Esau don't understand that. He don't. And like I said, Esau think he got this power because he think he's so goddamn strong. The Lord allowed you to be strong, man. Alright? Now go ahead, go to where's you at? Daniel the 2nd chapter. Now go ahead, grab me Daniel the 7th chapter.
Daniel 7?
Yeah, 7 and 1. Or 7 and 2.
7. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 2. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of the heaven strove upon the great sea, and four great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another.
Go ahead.
The first was like a lion, and had an eagle's
Now, a
wings.
lot of eagle wings representing, right, the Syrian captivity that the northern tribe went through, right? You Mexicans, you Puerto Ricans, you Taino Indians, you North American Indians, right? You Seminole Indians, you Tainos, right? You Boricuas. You went into I forgot the damn word. The captivity that Loki went into. Syrian captivity.
Syrian captivity.
It's like it happens, man. Your mind be. The Syrian captivity, man. They went to the Syrian captivity, the northern kingdom, the Spanish tribes, right?
Right.
Right.
The bush was like a lion and had eagle's wings. I beheld to the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth and made stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to him.
And now it's about the Babylonians, because the Babylonians took them off. The Babylonians picked them off. Go ahead.
And behold, another beast, a second, like to a bear.
A bear, like I was thinking, the person of the meats. Go ahead. That took down. And we went into it, right? When you read Daniel the 5th chapter. Go ahead.
And it raised up itself on one side, and it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it between the teeth of it. And they said, thus unto it arise, devour much flesh.
That's it. And that 3 ribs represents the way they conquered, right? Go ahead.
After this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard.
The leopard, like we already covered that, right? Alexander, the creepiness 4 generals, okay? Ptolemy, Lacedaemon, Seleucus, and Cassandra. His 4 generals, okay? Go ahead.
Which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl.
His 4 generals, we just named them. Go ahead.
The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it.
Yup, go ahead.
And after this I saw in the night vision, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceeding.
Now let's talk about the Roman Empire. Now we getting good. Go ahead.
And it had great iron teeth.
Now it had great iron. Now iron is stronger than everything. There's nothing stronger than iron. Gold ain't stronger than iron. Silver ain't stronger than iron. Brass ain't stronger than iron. Iron is the strongest metal, meaning the strongest military might. The strongest military might was the Roman Empire. The Romans was some bad motherfuckers, man. And when you go back to history of Rome, you have Romulus and Remus, right? Which Romulus is where they get the word Rome from, right? Which was Japhite. Which when you go Japhite, which means your pot in Hebrew, which means beautiful. Esau, so white man went down, took down Japheth. And then you get the element. And that's how they became the Greeks. And that's how they became the Romans. By going down, Alexander took them down, and they went over, and that's when you get Rome from.
Yeah, that's what they was talking about. He conquered. He went out and conquered.
Oh, and they went and conquered Japheth.
He was conquered Japheth.
Because they conquered Japheth. Yep, that's it. Because Japheth was all up in those places ruling. Esau, they have up in the fucking caves, man.
Yeah.
Right, but they took those from Japheth too.
Right.
So Esau don't the caves. The caves only belong to the so-called white man. They don't ship on to the so-called white man. Everything he take about a sword. He gotta go kill somebody to do thing. But that's your blessing. But anyway, right?
It devoured and break in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it.
Now, go grab me Matthew 11:11 and hold that. Now, see, how was born in the time of the Romans. Right? You read about that in Luke the 2nd chapter. I know, it's like Luke the 3rd chapter speaks about Luke the 3rd chapter. I forgot who it was. It was one of them damn devils. I think it was Claudius. I don't know. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was one of the devils. What was the devil I named I think it was Augustus Caesar. Yeah, Augustus Caesar, the 3rd chapter, Augustus Caesar. And then when you read in the book of Acts, it speaks about Nero. Okay? I think 3 speaks about a couple of them. I think about 3 of them that speaks about Tiberius. The 3rd chapter, I think the 2nd chapter. If you go to the
3rd chapter of Tiberius.
The 3rd chapter of Tiberius?
It speaks about Tiberius.
Was it 3 and 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Want to read it?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this is Luke, chapter 3, verse 1. Now in the 15th year of the reign of Tiberius Caesar.
Yeah, Tiberius Caesar, which was one of the 12 feathers, right?
Pontius Pilate being governor of Judah.
That's it, the governor of Judah. Now, when you go to that, and we could go back to this saying there's a 12th chapter, we will let the 11th chapter, we speak about the 12 feathers. Those talking about 12 emperors, 12 Caesars, right? In the time of Rome. This ain't talking about America, man. Okay? Because some of you niggas see something about America, it's not. Because when America got 46 presidents, man. 45.
This nigga's 46.
Yeah, 46. It's 46. Because Obama was 44. Can't forget Obama. Yeah, you had Trump. You had So America had 46 presidents currently. They had 12. They had 12 Caesars that came into power within the time of the Romans, which means that in St. 11 chapter they do 12. And then you also go in that in Ezekiel 17 chapter. But anyway, go ahead.
That's a short reign, man.
Yeah.
Only 46 presidents, man.
Yeah, it's just short. Esau ain't had a long time.
Yeah. It feels like
It feel like because we in his fucking flesh, we in his damn body.
Some reign a few years.
Yeah, because Augustus Caesar, because really, right, when you go into the, when we're gonna get into it the same, we have time, 11 chapter, 2nd Ezra, it speaks about the heads, right? The first 3 triumphants, which is Julius Caesar, Pompey, and Crassus. They was the first one to begin the Roman. They was the first one to start the Roman Empire government. They're the 3 heads, and then you get into it. It says then the end, then the heads shall come in at the last, which starts with Vespasian and Titus and Domitian. Vespasian being the father of Titus and Domitian. Then you had the 8 other contrary feathers, right? Which was because Augustus ruled 40 years, 40 something years, 40 years to 43. And you had Nero, you had Tiberius, you had Claudius, you had Caligula, right? You had Arthur, you had Galbel, and you had a couple other ones, right? They was your 8 contrary ones, but you had your main 3, which was, like I said, the main 3 started out, like I said again, with Crassus, Pompey, and Julius Caesar came back as Vespasian, Titus, and Domitian. Anyway.
Happy Easter.
We don't celebrate that shit. We don't celebrate that. Anyway, go ahead.
And it was the diverse from all the beasts.
So it was diverse from all the beasts, man. Right? And we're now, first Maccabees 8. Start at 1. It's about the Romans, and then go ahead and jump to verse 13. And hit the verse 1, read 1 through 5, and then go hit 13.
This is 1 Maccabees 8, verse 1. Now Judas had heard of the Romans.
Now the Romans, right? Judas heard of the Romans. Go ahead.
That they were mighty and valiant men.
So the Romans were mighty and valiant men. Go ahead.
And such as would loving accept all that joined themselves unto them, and make a league of many with all that came unto them, and that they were men of great value. It was told him also of their wars and noble acts, which they had done among the jealousy. The Galatians, and how they had conquered and brought them under tribute.
Go ahead.
And what they had done in the country.
Hey, so the Romans, they was putting in work. Go ahead.
And it was told him also of their wars. It's verse 3. And what they had done in the country of Spain for the winning of the mines of the silver and gold which is there, and that by their policy and patience they had conquered all the place. Thou it were very far from them, and the kings also that came against them from the uttermost part of the earth, so they had discomfited them, and given them a great overthrow.
Let's start back there.
Verse 4, and that by their policy and patience they have conquered all the place. Thou it were very far from them, and the kings also that came against them from the uttermost part of the earth, so they had discomforted them, and given them a great overthrow, so that the rest did give them tribute every year.
That's still giving tribute, so the Romans were putting in work. Right? Now go ahead, read that.
Verse 5.
Okay, this is verse 5. Okay, go ahead.
Besides this, how they had discomfort in battle Philip and Purchas, king of the Sidon, with others that lifted up themselves against them and had overcome them.
Now go to 13.
This verse 13. Also that when they would help to a kingdom, those great and rule of kings, they would take this place. Finally, that they were greatly exalted. Yet for all this, none of them wore a crown or was clothed with purple.
So when the Romans came to power, they didn't have what you call a king, like the Babylonians did, like the Persians did. right? And the Greeks at a certain time, they had Alexander. But the Romans, they was different from all the other. That's why I said they was what? You get the 7th chapter TV.
Daniel 7:6, and after this, Daniel 7:7, after this I saw a night vision, and behold a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth, it devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it.
Now, see, now, real quick, grab me Matthew 11:11, you missed that point. Matthew 11:11.
It's Matthew 11:11. Verily I say unto you, among them that are born of women, there hath not risen a greater than John the Baptist.
Yeah, now John, now the word John is Yohana, which means the Most High's grace. Because see, John the Baptist's whole entire job was the priest to come of Yahweh Shai, which is our grace. Yahweh Shai is our grace. Through him through his blood, we are sanctified and saved. Okay? Forgiveness of sins through him. Go ahead.
Notwithstanding, he that is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he.
Go ahead.
And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence.
That's just so this kingdom of heaven suffered violence. Speak about the Israelites because in the time of the Romans, we was conquered. Go ahead.
And the violent take it by force.
The violent taken by force. Go ahead.
For all the prophets and the Lord prophesied unto John. If he will receive it, this is Elias, which was for to come.
And I was Rome that took us down. So when it's sent through the residue of the kingdom thereof, that was speaking about how we got taken down by the Romans. And we was tributaries unto them, man. Go back to Daniel the 7th chapter.
This is Daniel chapter 7, verse Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. Verse 7, after this I saw in the night vision, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth, and devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it.
So that's what the Roman Empire was trampled down. The Israelites, go ahead.
And it was diverse from all the beasts.
That goes back now being diverse now, because like I said, the Roman Empire, they had what you call congressmen. Right. They had a democracy. Now what does America have today? America, they have senators, they have governors, they have what you call a democracy.
Babylon wasn't like that.
Exactly. Now go back to that.
The beast wasn't like that.
No, they wasn't. Only the Romans was like
They had
that.
kings. They had dictators.
This is First Maccabees chapter 8, verse 4.
Greece and Rome came in with a democratic system.
Come.
Verse 15. Moreover, how they have made for themselves a senate house, wherein 320 men sat.
Hey, shalom, brothers. Y'all about to Shalom.
20 men sat in council.
So 20 men sat in council daily, right? That's speaking about what? The Roman Empire. That's how they move. Now that's what America does today. Right? So America, they do the same shit. They don't set crowns upon themselves. They set senators and governors, right? Go ahead.
Consulting always for the people to the end that they might be well ordered.
They might be well ordered.
And that's what they tell you, call your representative.
Call your
congressman.
Call your congressman.
That's like when they put them two so-called two Negroes out of the Congress out here in Nashville.
Yep.
Over that over protesting. They was protesting over that little Edomite man that was want to be a woman. They protested over that thing that went in there and killed some kids out here in Nashville. So it was three of them. It was the Edomite woman and two Jakes. They voted the two Negroes out of the Congress. Here, in the Senate House here in Nashville.
The Senate House,
But they left the Edomite chick in. But that's what they do.
That's what they do.
Right?
They sit. That's what they do. Yep. So that's how they're going. That's how you know America's Roman and Romans. Right?
And they that committed their government to one man every year.
So they committed to government unto one man every single year. Go ahead.
Who ruled over all their country, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was neither envy nor emulation among them.
That's it.
In consideration of these things, Judas chose.
That's it, man. Now go back to the 7th chapter. Yep.
Daniel chapter 5.
And then when you go to now we're going to the eagle because like we always speak about it, the Roman Empire represents the eagle. America represents the Greeks represents the eagle. Rome represents the eagle. Yep. America represents the eagle. Yep. Right? Go ahead.
And it had 10 horns.
Even when you go now, you look at Russia.
Yep.
Russia, they got the double-headed eagle on. All them Edomite nations deal with the Edom.
And he had 10 horns.
Now the 10 horns going back to those 10 ancient those 10 ancient Roman empires, right? Because you had the Bilderbergs, you had the Visigoths, right? Who? You had the Visigoths,
the Gauls,
Anglo-Saxons.
yeah. Well, just go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead. So that's my room, right? Go ahead.
Daniel 7 and 8. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horn plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things.
Now that's speaking about America. Now I speak about America, man. Right? Because what Esau spoke great things when Jake came over here in the 1600s. Right? We came over here in slavery. They spoke great things against us. Go ahead.
I beheld till the throne was cast down.
No, we're still hold that point. We still deal with wrong people. Go now.
Those 10 horns.
Yeah.
You got the Vandals, the Ostrogoths, the Alemanni, the Franks, the Visigoths, the Burgundians, the Lombards, the Anglo-Saxons, the Wadi, Morel, and the EU. That was the 10 nations.
That was 10 nations, yep. So that was the old ancient names. Was when they was in Romans. But now, when you go down to the 10 tones, when you go to Daniel, the second chapter, that represents what? NATO and the EU, which are 27 European nations. Okay?
Not in 28.
Not at 28. Because who added? Because who got added?
No, they just added.
Who they just added to it?
Finland.
Yeah, they added Finland to. So now
No. Sorry, no, that's NATO. No, that's NATO. But no. Within 28, they after the 10, they added.
Yeah, 28. So it's 28 European nations, NATO and the EU.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking about NATO.
The European Union was they set up to fight against Russia. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. No. The NATO, NATO is set up to fight against Russia. The EU,
it's like
EU is the European nations that joined together. NATO is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization.
God, yeah, there you go.
They're set up
to fight
Russia.
My bad. Anyway, go ahead.
No, it's a lot of information, bro.
Yeah, but you go ahead.
I beheld.
No, suck it. Go to. Now we're gonna do on Rome right now. So go grab me Daniel 11 chapter. I mean, suck it. No, say that's 11 chapter. Suck it. Then we'll go to Revelation. Then go from Revelation 13 chapter 2.
The second Ezra chapter 11 verse 1.
Right.
Then saw I a dream, and behold, there came up from the sea an eagle which had 12 feathers wings.
Now those 12 feather wings represent these represent Caesars. Go ahead.
And 3 heads. And I saw.
Now the 3 heads, like I said again, right? The 3 heads, because when they started out with Rome, it was Julius Caesar, Pompey, and Crassus. Look it up. They call it the triumvirate, right? Go ahead.
And I saw, and behold, she spread her wings over all the earth.
Go.
And all the winds of the air blew on her.
Go ahead.
And were gathered together. And I beheld, and out of her feathers there grew other contrary feathers.
Our feathers go contrary feathers, right? Because you have major Caesars and minor Caesars. And the minor Caesar, like I said again, was Tiberius, Claudius, Caligula, Arthur, right? Gabel, Batilius, Nero, right? Those were the minor Caesars that came into power in Rome, right? Go ahead.
And I saw,
and we know the so white man's history better than he know it. We know the so white man's history better than they know their own history, man.
Right.
We read.
Right.
We get deep, man. We go into it. You know? Go ahead.
and I saw, and behold.
They don't know Caligula is, they don't know who Arthur is, they don't know who Batilius is. That's the major type. They don't know their own history, man.
But Caesar's name was Tiberius.
Because they dumb. And they go to school system, they teach about the bullshit.
They don't teach that.
They don't teach that shit. No, they don't teach. They founded 4 fathers of Rome, man.
They don't teach
They're
about-
founded 3 of Rome.
They
Come
don't
on,
teach you
man.
about Alexander.
No, they don't. So we know this devil history better. They know
They
what's
definitely
on.
don't teach you about his four gentlemen.
No, they don't speak about it, man.
So you know they ain't going along.
Yeah, they ain't going to history, man. I mean, history class is bullshit. That United States history is full of shit, man. The U.S. government, what they got it called? What they call it? U.S. history class? That shit is bullshit, man.
Because you start teaching
Or geography class, that's bullshit, man.
really, because if you start teaching about Alexander, you gotta start going to the Bible.
Yeah, exactly. They don't teach you that shit in school, man. They don't, them history teachers, they don't get deep into nothing. They a bunch of fucking clowns, man.
And you gotta go to college. to learn
All
that
bunch
shit.
of
You
fucking
gotta go-
PhDs, but don't know shit about the Roman Empire. Can't tell you shit about the
yeah.
Greeks. Can't tell you shit.
They do. They hide it in the colleges.
Yeah, in the college.
You gotta go to college and you gotta take up like ancient civilization.
Yeah, but they ain't barely get into that.
Right. Yeah, you gotta go like
They take all
ancient
that, you know.
civilization.
Yeah, yup. They're not deep, man. So you're not gonna learn this in your churches. You're not gonna learn this in school. You're not gonna learn this also in your Bible schools. Only gonna learn this from
Right here on the sidewalk.
on the sidewalk from the men of the Lord.
That's it.
So with the Apostle of this great millstone. And the men on down. That's where we're gonna learn this from. We ain't gonna learn this nowhere else, man. Go ahead.
And I saw, and behold, she spread her wings over all the earth, and all the wings of the air flew on earth.
Oh, they fucking clown. Anyway, go ahead. What's my short? Go ahead.
And I saw, and behold, she spread her wings over all the earth, and all the wings of the air flew on her, and were gathered together. And I beheld, and out of her feathers there grew other countries.
Like just like you said, you had Tiberius, Claudius, Caligula, Nero, Gabel, Arthur, and Batilius. Right? Those are those contrary feathers, man. Go ahead.
And they became little feathers and small,
They came little feathers and small. Go ahead.
but her heads were at rest.
Has to at rest meaning what? Because Julius Caesar, Pompey, and Cassius, they died. They was at rest. But go ahead.
The head in the midst was greater than the other, yet rested it with the residue.
That's it. So that was what? Go ahead.
Moreover, I beheld, and lo, the eagle flew with her in feathers, and reigned upon earth and over them that dwelt therein.
That's because the Romans had power. Go ahead.
And I saw that all things under heaven were subject unto her.
That's because everybody was when the Romans were in power, they were subject unto her, man. Go ahead.
And no man spake against her, no one spake against her, no, not one creature upon earth.
Go ahead.
And I beheld, and lo, the eagle rose upon her talon, and spake to her feathers, saying, Watch not all at once.
So meaning what? You're not all the rule at once. Go ahead.
Sleep everyone in his own place.
So in his own time, because see, they had their own time to rule, right? Nero had his own time to rule. Batilius had his own time to rule. Arthur had his own time to rule. Gabel had his own time to rule. Tiberius, Claudius, they all had their own time to rule, man. Go ahead.
And watch by course.
Watch by course. Go ahead.
But let the heads be preserved for the last.
Now the heads that be served for the last is what? Vespasian, Titus, and Domitian, man. Because that's something that reincarnation in the Bible. Because when you, like I said again, you go back to the history, the first three main heads of Rome in the beginning was who? Pompey, right? Cassius, and Julius Caesar, man. And then you had Augustus Caesar after Julius Caesar, who reigned 40-some years, man. 40-some years or 44 years. That's what the scholars say. They argue on that point. Go ahead.
And I beheld, and lo, the voice went not out of her hands, but from the midst of her body.
Go ahead.
And I numbered her contrary feathers, and behold, there were 8 of them.
Yep, them 8 minus Caesars. Go ahead.
And I looked, and behold, on the right side there arose one feather, and reigned over all the earth.
Yep.
And so it was that when it reigned, the end of it came, and the place thereof appeared no more.
Yep.
So the next following stood up and reigned, and had a great time.
How to great now? Go real quick. Look up Augustus Caesar. Look up Augustus Caesar. Right? Because when you go into history on Augustus Caesar, it tells you that he ruled he ruled longer than all the other contrary brothers. No one ruled longer than Augustus Caesar, man. Okay, go ahead.
Caesar Augustus, also known as Octavian,
Octavian. Yeah, go ahead.
was the first Roman emperor. He reigned from 27 BC until his death in AD 14.
That's it. So he ruled about 40-something years. He had a 40-year rule. He had a 40 reign rule. He ruled. So that's scripture. That's scripture. That's all history. So we'll bring you scripture and history at the same time. Right?
He is known for being the founder of the Roman Principate, which is the first phase of the Roman Empire, and is considered one of the greatest leaders in human history.
That's it. Augustus Caesar, man. So he was the first known emperor of Rome. He ruled 40 years. Go ahead.
And it happened that when it reigned, the end of it came also.
The end of it came also.
First, so that and like as the first, so that it appeared no more.
Yeah, it appeared no more. Go ahead.
They gave there a voice unto it and said, Hear thou that thou hast borne rule over the earth so long. This I say unto thee, before thou beginnest to appear no more. There shall none after thee attain unto thy time.
That's it. So no one reigned longer than Octavian, known as Augustus Caesar, man. And that's in history books. That's in history books. So and proving that the Bible is true, the Bible has history within it. We spoke about already King Cyrus, King Darius, right in the Greeks. It was going on, bro. What's up? Hey,
we'll write you something down.
we write something down on piece of paper, brother. Go ahead, you the right man. So yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, grab my pen there. Right now. And if I'm gonna charge you my number, so if you want it, just let me. If you want to learn something, give me a call. Let me know. We're gonna write it on the number. I saw on camera and shit. I'm gonna get better calls. Where's like? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hear thou that has borne ruler over the earth.
So he had been ruled over the earth so long, and that was what? That was we know as Augustus Caesar, known as Octavian. Go ahead.
This I say unto thee, before thou beginnest to appear no more. There shall none after thee attain unto thy time.
So no one's gonna be attained as long as Augustus Caesar reigned, man, and that's in the history books. So we're putting history together with the scriptures, so that the scriptures, the Bible, is real.
That's
and
right.
people try to play the game, right? But you're not gonna see the game. You're not gonna learn this in the Christian church. You're not gonna learn this nowhere else but out here, man. Right? Go ahead.
Neither unto the half thereof.
Yep.
Then arose the third and reigned as the other before.
Then go to the third and reign as the other before. Go ahead.
And appeared no more also.
Yep. And that was who? That was Tiberius, man. That was Tiberius Caesar. Go ahead.
So went it with all the residue, one after another,
Yep.
as that everyone reigned and then appeared no more.
Yep, go ahead.
Then I beheld, and lo, in process of time, the feathers that followed stood up upon the right side, and none of the other.
And it's the spirit of the Lord, man. Hey, because when that brother was in the car, he heard him speaking. Like, yeah, I seen him twice, he looking. He turns back and said, I want to learn. You know? The spirit of the Lord. The spirit of the Lord showing. Go ahead. And that spirit of the Lord, that's showing you that, hey, man, hey, they're going to show you that when you got the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you got the spirit of the Most High. Right, because
one little Nicholas gave us the vision.
yeah, one little player, them know. That's when you go about Elijah. When they say, "Go up that boy," and them bears ate their ass up. But that brother was in the car. He flew back around. He said, "Man, I gotta learn. Hey, man, y'all, we said I gotta learn from y'all, man. That's the spirit of the Most High. Hey, the scripture says, "Spirit, we are that we are the sons of the Most High." You know, hey, because the Most High dealing with somebody out here. So, hey, the Most High dealing with somebody in every state. The Most High dealing with, in particular, men. The Lord on the Nazareth, the Lord dealing with us. That's the truth.
That's right.
Lord dealing with us, man. We the true men of the Lord coming under the apostles, elders of Great Millstone, and the bishops, and we teach the true doctrine. And also your other brothers that's teaching the true name of Yahweh outside and keeping the doctrine pure. Not like these other niggas speaking this new covenant shit or these other clowns, man. We speaking the truth going to the Bible. We going to history, we going to the scriptures, we going to the meaning of words. We bring it down because we study, man. That's what I'm saying. In 1 Timothy's, what's 1 Timothy's 2 and 2 and 15? Study and show thyself approved unto the Most High. So we study diligently, man. You know? Gotta be diligent in this thing. That's why Pastor always pushing. Hey, be diligent, brothers. Be diligent. You know, the means make haste. Study. Show ourselves approved to the Lord. So we took the time down, reading the books, going to the scriptures, you know, watch the videos, learn, and then come out here and become a teacher. That's what scripture saying. And I think it's 2 Timothy 2:2. Timothy said, "What? Be apt to teach, man. Always be ready to teach." Because our whole job, the pastor always say, is to be able to teach other men this thing, so we can push this word out, man. We all gotta become teachers in this thing. We gotta be able to teach as we learn. As you was a student, you're a teacher, which we're all students, but you become a teacher throughout time. And you're able to teach others this truth, and you bring the next man, he starts as a student, but he becomes a teacher. That's what we're supposed to do, man. Teach brothers knowledge. So we get the hell up out of here, man. Alright? Go ahead.
They might rule also, and some of them rule from within their while they appear no more.
Yes, so they rule, but some of the wild they appear no more, right?
For some of them were set up, but ruled not. After this I looked, and behold, the 12 feathers appeared no more, nor the 2 little feathers.
No, oh, sorry, the 2 little feathers, right? Go ahead.
And there was no more upon the eagle's body, but 3 heads that rested and 6 little wings.
Now the 3 heads being Vespasian, Titus, and Domitian. Because Vespasian was the father of Titus and Domitian. That's why when you go to Domitian, the Domitian made what's called an Archetypus. And Titus was the one that ran on that sacked Jerusalem in 70 AD. Okay? Go ahead.
Then saw I also that 2 little feathers divided themselves from the 6.
And the 2 little feathers are Arthur and Battilius. Right? Now we're talking Arthur and Battilius. And it goes to on the rulership how they all died too. Arthur, it's O-T-H-E-R, and you got Battilius. You think so? Hey, alright, I got it. And then Battilius is B-C-T. Yeah, Battilius also? Yeah. Yeah. Battilius Caesar. Oh, Roman. Oh, yeah. Otto Caesar Augustus. Greek, no, in full Marcus Otto Caesar. Okay, so Otto in full Marcus Otto Caesar Augustus. Original name Marcus Salvius Otto. Born AD 32, died April 1669 near Cremona, Venetia. Roman emperor from January to April 69. That's so he only ruled for a year. Right now, he only ruled for a year. He didn't rule long at all. That was short reign, man. And it's in the scriptures. Showing that the scriptures is just a proof. This scripture is real history, man. Go ahead. Grab me that. And that was Isaiah 24. No shit gonna make no exploits. Type in how the author died and Battilius. It's gonna give you how they died. and I think one of them committed suicide or something. I can't remember.
Oh, he died by his own hand.
Who? Arthur?
Yeah, no.
Valtilius?
Arthur.
Yeah, so yeah.
Arthur Valentinius.
So Valtilius died by his own hand, right? Read it. Got it?
Yeah, killed himself.
Yeah, go ahead. Read it.
It says on this day in AD 69, the Roman Emperor Arthur died by his own hand in Rome.
That's it. So he killed himself, man. So Arthur killed. Was it Luther?
Arthur.
Yeah, Arthur killed himself, man. And Valtilius, he got took it down by Vespasian troops. So Vespasian came and took down Valtilius, man. Okay. Anyway, go ahead. You want that? No. So we'll go back to scripture. It's not so hard, mate. Read Scala, book of the Lord, read. None of these suffers, I think Isaiah something, 20 something, 24.
Second Esdras chapter 2, verse 11. Second Esdras 11, verse 24. Then saw I also that two little feathers divided themselves from the seats.
That's Arthur and Valtilius. Go ahead, because Arthur committed suicide, and they only both reigned only a year each. Go ahead.
And remained under the head that was upon the right side, for the four continued in their place. And I beheld, and lo, the feathers that were under the wings thought to set up themselves and to have the rule. And I beheld, and lo, there was one set up, but shortly it appeared no more.
That says shortly appeared no more. Go ahead.
And the second was sooner away than the first.
Arthur and Valtilius. Go ahead.
And I beheld, and lo, the two that remained thought also in themselves to reign. And when they so thought, behold, there awakened one of the heads.
That's Vespasian. Go ahead.
Heads that were at rest.
Go ahead.
Namely, it that was in the midst for that was greater than the two other heads.
That's Vespasian. Because Vespasian came back. Right? Go ahead.
And then I saw that the two other heads were joined with it. And behold, the head was turned with them that were with it, and did eat up the two feathers under the wings that would have reigned.
That's it, because Valtilius was killed by Vespasian troops. Go ahead.
But this head put the whole earth in fear, and bare rule in it over all those that dwelt upon the earth with much oppression. And it had the governance of the world more than all the weeks that had been. And after this I beheld, and lo, the head that was in the midst suddenly appeared no more, like as the wings. But there remained the two heads, which also in like sort ruled upon the earth.
That's speaking about Domitian. That's about the Domitian in Titus. Yeah, Titus and Domitian, right? Because Domitian was Domitian and Titus. Go ahead.
And over those that dwelt therein, and I beheld, and lo, the head upon the left side devoured it that was upon the left. And I beheld, and lo, the head upon the right side devoured that was upon the left side. Then I had a voice.
Heard. That's what misspell. Heard. No, they say head. They actually do, they misspell.
Then I heard a voice which said unto me, Look before thee and consider the things that thou seest. And I beheld, and lo, as it were a roaring lion chased out of the book of the wood.
That's where Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
And I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the eagle and said, Hear thou, I will talk with thee, and the highest shall say unto thee, Art not thou it that remainest of the fourth beast?
So it's not thou men of the fourth beast? That's the Roman Empire. Go, that's the Roman Empire. We just read that in Daniel the 7th chapter. Go ahead.
Whom I made to reign in my world.
Who I made to reign in my world. Go right back to Psalm 75 and 6. Promotion comes neither from the west nor from the east, but the Most High set up kings. Rough paraphrasing it. Daniel the 2nd chapter. Right, the Lord ruled kings, set up kings. Go ahead.
That the end of their time might come through them.
To the end of the time might come through them. Go ahead.
And the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth.
That's it. That's something about the Roman Empire. Go ahead.
With the much wicked oppression, and so long time dwelt he upon the earth with the deceit.
And we also can use it to America today too, because the Roman Empire is America all over again all through history in the scriptures. Go ahead.
For the earth hast thou not judged with truth, for thou hast afflicted the meek, and thou hast hurt the peaceable.
Who's that? The Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latin Americans. You are the people of the Most High. You're the Israelites according to the Bible. You are the children of Israel. So they have afflicted the meek and the poor. The Romans did it. Esau did it again. Just now through America. It's called, now they call themselves Americans now, man. Go ahead.
Thou hast loved liars and destroyed the dwelling of them that brought forth fruit.
Yup, go ahead.
And hast cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm.
Yup.
Therefore is thy wrongful dealings come up into the highest. Thy pride unto the mighty, the highest also hath looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abomination are fulfilled.
That's just so much time is ended. Go ahead.
And therefore appear no more, thou eagles, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws, nor all thy vain body, that all the earth may be refreshed and may return, being delivered from thy violence, and that she may hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her.
That's it. That's what the Roman Empire, the Roman and also America. Because see, America ain't gonna be here no more. The eagle ain't gonna be a symbol of power of the earth anymore, man. Because Esau's about to go out.
I got that right. This is Isaiah 34 and 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and read.
Yes, the scripture says, seek out the book of the Lord and read, man. Go ahead.
No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate.
So none of these prophecies will fail. And we ready. And the scripture says Isaiah, the Lord speaking of old prophecies and of new. Really paraphrasing it. That look, there's things that happen in the scriptures already came in the past, but there's things that's still gonna come further on in the future, which live next day. We are now, we're now in the second part of Rome, the revised of the fourth beast, which is Rome, which is America all over again, get ready to go out in World War III. Go ahead.
For my mouth it have commanded, and his spirit it have gathered them.
That's it, man. So the scripture says everything. Let's just read, seek out the book of the Lord and read, man. None of these shall fail and none shall want her mate. Means can't nothing obtain to the scriptures. No book you can go into can overlap the Bible.
Nothing can compare.
Yeah, no can compare to her, man.
Hey, is that Edomite bitch sing that song? Nothing can compare. Oh no, who's that bitch?
To you.
Miss, I can't remember her name. But she read it, nothing compared to the scripture.
Yes, nothing can. Cause even though, like I said, you got the unholy Quran, right? With the Quran don't go in no prophecy,
And imagine if the scriptures hadn't been tampered with.
Yeah, boy, it'd be some shit. Yeah, it'd be some shit, man. It'd be some shit up in there, man. We be finding on new revelation every goddamn day. You know? That's what Lord gives us what we need for now, man. Cause we don't need all that, man. We need what we need now to get us back home. You know? But like I said, going back to the Quran. Or even the Book of Mormon.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the none of those books compared to the Bible.
Book of Keep Other Dead.
The Quran can't go into the Quran ain't speaking about the Roman Empire, man.
Right.
You ain't learning shit from the Quran, man. The Quran is an off-made Bible, man.
The Quran make reference to the book.
Yeah, the Quran's full of shit. So all you fucking Muslim nigga, and that's enough. All you Islamic niggas. Once nigga gonna become one of the nation of Islam, he's through. You can't talk to a nigga like that, man. Trying to be a Muslim, that's a big ass demon on Jake. You get the Muslim niggas and shit. They done came back. Now they talking about Allah. What did I say? I don't know. I forgot how they say it, man. But Allah, you know, them niggas is done, man. Andrew Tate with that fucking Muslim shit, man. Huh? Yeah, Mike Tyson with that Islam shit. Andrew Tate with that dumbass Islam shit on Allah, nigga. Yeah, and Kevin Gates with that shit, man. Man, Islam is through. The Quran ain't teaching you shit. The Quran's full of shit, man. When you go into the surahs, right, you read the surahs, man. Surah 247, I remember this one. It even says itself, the Lord has chosen Israel amongst all nations, man. And then when you go in these certain surahs, it speaks about how it says Adam was the first Muslim, Moses was the first Muslim, Abraham was the first Muslim. You know, it's a whole bunch of fucking confused bullshit, man. Yeah, Muhammad, man. Yeah, Muhammad, man. Muhammad, this nigga, when you go into the book of Timbuktu,
Yeah, Book of Timbuktu.
it speaks about how his dumbass was illiterate, man.
Yeah.
He was illiterate, and he was amongst the Jews, and he was writing shit down, and he was forgetting what the hell he was saying. So this nigga was just
When
confused.
he couldn't write, when he couldn't.
No, he was illiterate, he couldn't read and write. So like he had somebody, he had somebody writing for him, and he was going around following the Israelites, doing as we do and saying, oh, well, he was just writing shit down, and he forgot. That's why he ended up saying Abraham was the first Muslim, then Moses was, then Adam was. Because he couldn't read and write. So the Spirit of the Lord wasn't dealing with that nigga, man. He was a clown. But you got these niggas that convert to Islam and you can't tell Jake shit. Once Jake become a Muslim,
He was Ishmaelite, knowing he was
Yeah,
the son
yeah,
of
yeah.
Ishmael.
Yeah, he was Ishmaelite.
Knowing he was the son of Abraham.
yeah, once the nigga become a Muslim, man, you can't tell that nigga nothing, man.
No.
That nigga know everything now.
Yeah.
That nigga know everything, man. Or them damn Moor niggas, man.
Yeah.
Niggas that call themselves Moors, I'm a Moor. Nigga, the word Moor means black. The fucking nigga, you can't, man, just be gone, man. You know? Anyway, that's why I was gonna say, man, seek out a book of the Lord and read, man. Cause it's the true book, it's the Bible. It's the Holy Scriptures, man. We ain't dealing with no other book, man, but the Bible. Okay? Or you other clowns can go read your book of Enoch and read that shit and get the Most High put a damn demon on your ass. Now you look up, you bud the fuck out somewhere, talking about some other shit, man. Hey, the Most High make niggas stumble just by reading the scriptures. You got these new covenant niggas, man.
Yeah. The blood. It's the blood.
These niggas can't understand the new covenant, man.
Sound like a Christian.
These niggas they just making a whole bunch of fuss about nothing, saying that we against the blood of Yahweh Shai. Man, we love Yahweh Shai, man. Who said we against the blood of Yahweh Shai? I ain't never heard a brother from GMS ever say that Yahweh Shai's blood ain't mean nothing, man.
Right.
I've never heard that shit. You niggas got a demon on you and you making that shit up.
Yeah, for real. That's Satan.
You niggas have made this shit up.
Precept.
Go ahead.
Matthew 22 and 29. Yahushua answered and said unto them, ye do err, not knowing the scripture.
That's saying these niggas err. See, that's why they're err, man. A war, all them clowns, Judas, the Maccabees clown, the Quam nigga, the Shalimar nigga, all them niggas, man.
And the one-eyed Willie.
And the one-eyed Willie, the one-eyed pirate. Right?
One-eyed bandit.
You know, you're clowns, man. They don't know the scriptures, man. The Most High took the spirit from
the
them.
professor.
Yeah.
Forget about the professor. What's his name?
Oh shit.
The one came out. What's that dude name came out here?
War.
War.
Yeah,
Aqua War.
Yeah, he a clown too.
Oh, you got a war and an Aqua War.
Yeah, he a clown.
A brother of war and a war.
Yeah, he was. These clowns.
The professor.
It's clown game out here, man. We not, bro. It's alright though. We like I said, we don't hate nobody, man.
Oh, and don't forget about the gangsters.
Yeah, clown. Oh yeah. We
You had Huggy Bear.
Yeah, man. You fucking weirdos. But at the end of the day, like we talk shit on you guys because you're going off of the scriptures, man. If y'all weren't going off of the scriptures, we wouldn't have nothing to say. We won't be making no memes on you niggas, man. You know, I seen they got that meme I made on their ass. You know, they was mad about that. And that's for the Lord though. Hey, cause you niggas got devil horns on you, man. But like I said again,
Nigga, go get a Coke and a smile.
God,
Drinking that Coke.
Yeah, drinking Coke and his beer in the car. That's that. What the fuck? Anyway, but when you go into Bible said had the best saying. He said even good people have some bad in them. Even bad people have good in them, man. Right? The Israelites, you know, they teach that way. They're all nations that the Israelites. They're teaching that were Israelites to a certain degree. But at the end of the day, it's not in the right spirit, man. Right. This is how Judas of the Lord, Saul of the Lord, we didn't love him in the right way. Right. Lord's not dealing with those guys, man. We ain't got nothing against them, but y'all just going off on the scriptures. Yeah. Y'all just making up, y'all fucking with the scriptures, confusing motherfuckers. Y'all just talking about a whole bunch of bullshit, man. You know? But we ain't talking about these. We're gonna get back to the point we were talking about. Go ahead, go from there. Go to 12 too. Go to 12. Go back to 12th chapter, man. See my wrong witches America all over again. And like so we're at the end of this shit, brothers. So we're at the end of Daniel's vision, which we're at the foot, the 10 toes, right? Mix of mighty clay, right? Just do it. Oh, yeah. Let me get it.
Oh, this is Romans 10 and 2.
Yeah,
for I bear them record that they have a zeal of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, but not according to knowledge.
Yeah, they got a seal, man. They got seals. They got a seal. I'm not, you know, they got a seal, man. You know, and we ain't mad at y'all seal. We're not mad at y'all got, you know, that y'all got zeal in the Lord. It ain't about that. It's about the way you go about it. It's the way what you niggas is saying out your mouth, right? But y'all ain't got it according to knowledge. You got the seal, you got the spirit, but not according to knowledge though. Y'all knowledge is completely off. Which the Lord took it from you, man. The Lord took that knowledge you guys had from you. You know? And I'll say a war at a certain point in time. I used to watch him a lot, man. You know? He get a couple lives like, yeah, you know, that is good. Yeah, yo, but what the fuck? What happened, bruh? You know what I'm saying? What happened? Remember we at a certain point in time, he a cool guy, he can put scriptures out and shit. Yeah, he has some good scripture game. You know? Hey, I didn't give it to Quam. And through spirit, sometimes it's in the spirit. But now you're gone now, man. Your shit's fucked up, man. The Most High wasn't dealing with you. So you ain't never had no scripture game, so we gonna give you no scripture game. But you know what I'm saying?
Can you say the Lord's name?
We can say the Lord's name, man. When the war guy came, he was cool. You know what I'm saying? He put out a couple of scriptures, right? But you dudes went off, man. You going completely off the fucking wall because y'all got mad, because y'all got rebuked or whatever the hell happened. Whatever didn't happen to y'all transpired. Y'all let y'all emotions get the best of you, and now your own judgment's messed up. But that's ultimately the Most High. Because the Lord gonna separate the wheat from the tares, man. The Lord separating the good from the bad. Right? But like I said, man, it's all through the spirit though, man. You know, we go back and forth. You know, we call you niggas and shit. But at the end of the day, we're all Israelites and we all gonna be in the kingdom of heaven.
Everybody got their part to play.
Everybody got their part to play. We all gonna be in the kingdom of heaven. We all gonna be in the kingdom of heaven anyway. Whether you're a 2/3 or you have the elect. Right? We all gonna be in the kingdom. We're all Israelites. You know? But y'all just going up, scripture said rebuke them sharply. Hey, we doing what the Most High told us to do, man.
Right.
You know? Should take it up with the Lord. Take it up with the Lord, man. Don't get mad at us because we coming against y'all because y'all talking this bullshit. It ain't time against the apostles, man. The men that been in the word for 30 plus years, devoting their life Give everything for the truth so you guys come into it, but now you're speaking against the man who taught you, man.
I'm talking to you, Buster.
And all you do is say, and you all say Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakwadash. Where are y'all learn Rakakwadash from the apostles, man? The garments, where our garments are getting from the apostles, 12 tribes. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't make no sense, man.
Elder Yeshua, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, man. That little demon, man. Y'all just upset, bro. Y'all mad. Y'all need a fucking hug. You know, like the brothers said in the camera, but they just need a hug, man.
Right.
Y'all need a fucking hug because y'all done got rebuked.
And them niggas getting Snickers so they can turn it to Elder John.
Yeah, man. So like I said again, man, we ain't. Yeah, like I said, we don't hate nobody, man. But y'all piss us off with this bullshit, man. You know, with this dumbass doctrine. So we get on you, we rebuke you. We make fun of you niggas because it's fun to make fun of you guys. It's fun. Make fun of you niggas sometimes, man. Because y'all deserve it, man. Y'all deserve it for the meaning be put on with the devil horns and the little demon on. Y'all deserve it, man. Y'all deserve this shit. And so, you know, it's funny. We like, oh, we can laugh at you niggas, man. But Lord, at the end of the day, all business, all serious do though. But we're gonna see, everybody gonna be in the kingdom. If you're an Israelite, if you're a child of Abraham, if you come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you're gonna be in the kingdom of heaven. So at the end of the day, ain't no foul done. You know, it's we just do we look. It's we play.
Judas had his job to do.
Yeah, we make. You know,
Judas had his job to do, alright?
we're gonna clown. You know, we're gonna talk shit. You know, we're gonna have our differences. But when Yahweh Shai come, we're gonna sit down and think everything's right, man.
Settle.
So we ain't worried about it, man.
We're gonna make sure y'all bow y'all heads.
Yeah, exactly, man. Y'all believe what y'all believe. Y'all got, you know, at the end of the day too. Hey, man, y'all believe what y'all believe, man. You know, we believe. But the Yahweh Shai gonna say who's right. And we already know who's right. But we let Yahweh Shai do it, man. We ain't worried about it, you know. We can do what we do. Push that doctrine, keep pushing 100% truth. That the apostles and elders, that Yahweh Shai Shepherd spit on the apostles hard to bring out, and the other apostles, and go to the bishops, and on to us, man. We doing our job. We ain't gonna do nothing else but teach His word, man.
That's right. That's right.
The second verse of the 12th chapter. We on 2?
No.
Okay, come on, go ahead.
2nd Ezra chapter 12 verse 1, and it came to pass while the lion spake these words,
This is how we shine. Go ahead.
eagle I said, and behold, the head that remained and the 4 wings appeared no more, and the 2 went unto it and set themselves up to reign, and their kingdom was small and filled of uproar.
Yup. Go ahead.
And I saw, and behold, they appeared no more, and the whole body of the eagle was burnt. So
Now that's future prophecy. Now that's speaking about, because what America will be burnt with ICBM nuclear destruction, man.
Yep.
The Lord's going to destroy America.
That's right.
With these nuclear missiles, going to send these other nations against America, and they're going to blow this bitch away. Go ahead.
so that the earth was in great fear. Then awakened I out of the trouble and trance of mind, and from great fear, and said unto my spirit,
Go ahead.
Lo, this hast thou done unto me, and that thou searchest out the ways of the heights.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Lo, yet am I weary in my mind, and very weak in my spirit.
Go ahead.
And little strength is there in me, for the great fear wherewith I was afflicted this night. Therefore will I now beseech the highest, that ye will comfort me unto the end. And I say, Lord that beareth rule, if I have found grace before thy sight, and if I am justified with thee before many others, and if my prayers indeed be come upon before thy face, comfort me then, and show me thy servants the interpretation and plain difference of this fearful vision, that thou mayest perfectly comfort my soul. For thou hast judged me worthy to show me the last time. And he said unto me, this is the
Hey, so it's certain, the Lord always dealt with prophecy, man. Because Ezra, right? This is way before Ezra's time, man. So Ezra, it's all about prophecy, baby, with the Lord. Go ahead. So Ezra's seen the end of the world. You know,
Everything in the Bible prophesied about something else. We talked about the coming of the Lord.
Whether it already came to pass.
Talk about
kind of. What if it already came to pass or it's coming to pass now? It's all about prophecy, baby. Go ahead.
And he said unto me, this is the interpretation of the vision, and the eagle whom thou sawest come up from the sea is the kingdom which was seen in the vision of thy brother Daniel.
That's it.
Oh, that's it, right
Daniel
there.
7th chapter. It goes right back to Daniel, man. It goes right back to Daniel 7th chapter, man. Go ahead.
Right back to
But it was not expounded unto him. Therefore, now I declare it unto thee.
That's it. So it was spouted unto Daniel, but he gave it unto Ezra. Go ahead.
Ezra had a deeper.
They had a deeper understanding of it, you know?
Behold, the days will come that there shall rise up a kingdom upon earth, and it shall be feared above all the kingdoms that were before.
Go ahead.
And the same shall 12 kings reign, one after another.
Like we said, we just went into it, right? The 12 Caesars, main Caesars and minor Caesars. Go ahead.
Whereof the second shall begin to reign, and shall have more time than any of the 12.
We just went to that Octavius Augustus Caesar, which ruled 40 years, or 40 years, 43 years. Go ahead.
And this do the 12 wings signify which thou sawest. As for the voice which thou hast heard speak, and that thou sawest not to go out from the heads, but from the midst of the body thereof, this is the interpretation, that after the time of that kingdom there shall arise great strivings, and it shall stand in the perils of falling. Nevertheless, it shall not then fall, but shall be restored again to his beginning.
Yup.
And whereas thou sawest the height, the eight, small under feathers sticking to her wings, this is the interpretation.
None of those are the contrary feathers, right? Go ahead.
That in him there shall arise 8 kings, whose time shall be put small, and their
Like I
years
said,
swift.
it's like you're dealing with Tiberius Caesar, Claudius, Caligula, Arthur, Vitellius, Gabel, right? Nero. Okay, go ahead.
That in him there shall rise 8 kings, whose time shall be but small, and their years swift.
Go ahead.
And 2 of them shall perish, the middle time approaching, for shall be kept until the end, being to approach, but 2 shall be kept unto the end.
Go ahead. Now the 2 days go to the end. Go ahead.
And whereas thou sawest 3 heads resting, this is the interpretation. In his last days shall the Most High raise up 3 kingdoms, and renew many things thereof.
Vespasian, what's like with Vespasian, Titus and Domitian. Go ahead.
And they shall have the dominion of the earth,
Yup.
and of those that dwell therein with much oppression, above all those that were before them. Therefore are they called the heads of the evil.
Go ahead.
For these are they that shall accomplish in his wickedness, and that shall finish his last end.
Go ahead.
And whereas thou sawest that the great head appeared no more, it signified that one of them shall die upon his bed, and yet with pain.
That's it.
For the 2 that remain shall be slain with the sword. For the sword of the one shall devour the other. But as the last shall keep fall through the sword himself.
Go ahead.
And whereas thou sawest 2 feathers under the wing passing over the head that is on the right side, it signified that these are they whom the highest have kept unto their end. This is a small kingdom and full of trouble, as thou sawest.
That's in Titus and Domitian. Go ahead.
And the lion whom thou sawest raising up out of the wood, and roaring and speaking to the
All
eagle,
right now.
and rebuking her for her unrighteousness with all the words which thou hast heard.
That's y'all shot. Go
This
ahead.
is the anointing which the highest have kept for them and for their wickedness, unto the end he shall reprove them and shall upbraid them with their cruelty.
Go ahead.
For he shall set them before him alive, even alive in judgment, and shall rebuke them and correct them.
Yeah, because y'all was shot coming to correct Esau, Edom, and correct them, man. Go ahead.
This 33. For he shall set them before him alive in judgment, and shall rebuke them and correct them. For the rest of my people shall he deliver with mercy those that have transgressed upon my borders, and he shall make them joyful unto the coming of the day of judgment.
That's
whereof
it.
I have
And that's talking about now. Go ahead.
unto thee from the beginning. This is the dream that thou sawest, and these are the interpretations. Thou only hast been
me to know
That's
is
it,
this secret of. No, keep going.
Yeah, so that's the best honor, the secret of the Most High.
Of the highest.
That's it. So go ahead, grab Revelation 13 chapter, and I can go ahead, 13 and 1.
It's Revelation 13:1. Now I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Yep.
And upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy.
Wait.
Revelation 13.
Okay, go ahead.
It's verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear.
The leopard representing the Greeks, right? Go ahead. And the bear representing Russia, because Russia was going to take down America. Russia's getting ready. Russia's going to take down America. Go ahead.
And his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
The lion representing Great Britain. Go ahead.
And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed.
That's it, because like I said, the Roman Empire fell, man. The Roman Empire fell, but it was rehealed by what? By America. Came back. It came back through what? Through America, through the United States of America. Go ahead.
And his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast.
Go ahead.
And they worshipped the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things.
That says about America. Speaking going right back to Daniel the 7th chapter. When you read Daniel the 7th chapter, right, it speaks about this will be giving him a time, speaking great things.
Trying to stop us, It's locked.
Yeah, I seen that shit too.
Motherfucker trying to stop him?
Is he trying to stop him? I don't know.
And power was given unto him to continue 42 months.
Yeah, 42 months mean 300. Meaning 3.5. What's going on? 3.5 years going to 350 years that we was under complete utter bondage. Going right back Daniel the 7th chapter. Go ahead.
And there was given unto him mouth. No, Shalak. This is verse 6. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the Most High.
That's it. Blasphemy against the Most High. But let me say it again. When you go through all the churches, you got Esau, some white man as a power. You got Jesus as so-called white man. You got Mary as so-called white woman. You got the angels white. Everything is painted as a so-called white man. Okay, go ahead. The Israelites, all everything, man. Go ahead.
To blaspheme his name and his tabernacle.
To blaspheme his name and his tabernacle. Go ahead.
And them that dwell in heaven.
Yep, that's
and it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations.
Go ahead.
And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written.
That's so all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world.
Go ahead.
If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Go ahead.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
That's Esau, so white man's gonna go to captivity. He's the white man gonna go to captivity because he let us enslaved. Yeah. But see, when you read Revelation 13 chapter, it's speaking about America, speaking about Rome, and Rome and America are the same. So Esau gonna go down with America.
That's right.
They're great Satan.
Yeah.
They're the dragon, man.
That's right.
Scripture say Revelation 20. You know, was it the old dragon, the old serpent, which is called the devil and Satan. Yeah, that's Esau, so white man. That's the Roman Empire. That's the same devil coming back all over again, man. Go ahead.
Here's the patience. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints.
Go ahead.
And I beheld another beast.
Yeah, celebrating their Easter right now, man. It goes back to Esther time, man. We doing that bullshit. That ain't no scriptures, man. Go ahead.
And I beheld another beast coming up.
They
out
got
of the
the
earth.
you know what's funny? They got that from Constantine. Constantine was a Jake.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He merged the men.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
Now that's going right back to, like I said, the Romans, because they had the Flavians and the patricians. But now in America, they got the Democrat Republicans. So they give you, like I said, they speak as a lamb. Oh yeah, we give democracy. We give everybody an equal chance, you know, to do as thou will. But no, damn well that they don't call the shots. The elites do, right? The Rothschilds, the Gates, the DuPonts, they run the world, man. Right? Go ahead. They money system. Go ahead.
He exercises all the power of the first beast before him.
It was the first beast, the Roman Empire. So America exercises everything that the Romans do. Everything that Rome did, America does. But in modern times, but in modern day. Go ahead.
It calls it the earth, and then which dwell therein to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was sealed.
Exactly, was sealed through America. Was the Romans were took down, but they came back through America. Go ahead.
And he doeth great wonders, so that he makes fire come down from heaven.
It was earth. It was that fire, the ISP nuclear missiles. So the Lord's going to destroy, because they do great wonders, make it the most going to destroy the ass, man. Go ahead.
In the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, said to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live.
That's it. Meaning what? Meaning an image that lived by the sword and did live. That's about the Roman Empire, right? We do as the Romans, the image, the way of life. Go ahead.
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
No?
He caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
And that mark is corrupt, which means insert cutting up, or a cutting of the flesh. And that goes right back to a prophecy, which is that microchip. So Rome and America are hand in hand in two. Because America does everything that Rome did. Because Rome is America, America is Rome. Re-edit, re-revised, and renewed in 2023. Same old shit. Nothing new. But now, they're gonna bring out this chip, the MOTP, the microchip. Right? Right?
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
See who had a mark. What's that mark? The Quran, the chip, the microchip. And we're going into right now when we're going to economic collapse, and they finna start using all digital money, Bitcoin, digital currency, Bitcoin, all that shit. So they're transferring it from physical money to digital money. And how they gonna implement that? Via the microchip.
Cause that's why they want to say it.
That's that new world order.
But that's why that dude from Cash App got murdered, man. The founder.
Yep.
Ain't nobody knew who that man was. You know, all of a sudden they come out that the founder of Cash App is dead. You know what I'm saying? Why they want to kill Cash App? They can't trace it. You can put money from all kind of places on Cash App, and they can't trace that money come in through this like cash, right? So in order to get the digital dollar, they gotta be able to trace everything. Well, Cash App is untraceable. So now that you got him out the way, the next person up in line, they gonna roll with it. And that all comes in to rolling in the market of beasts. That all comes in with the corrupt, because everything gotta go digital. Digital times, everything gotta be traced. So while we even the poor, the rich and poor, right? So that way you will be able to have to take that mark to survive in this world. To get a job, to have a job, to have money, to have a car, to have a home, you gotta get that rock, you gotta get that excision, that mark in your hand.
Nah, right quick, we finna go into getting a book. Right,
or in your forehead.
We finna go into the book right here. It's called, you can get it on Amazon, but I got to see it, but you get it for free. You go on, you type in, it's called Satan, it's called Exposing Satan's Angels, right? And you go to the PDF, you can download it, or you can screenshot the page that you need to bring out the edification. That's what I did. Right, but I'm gonna try to get the physical book from Amazon too as well. But it's clear. So this book is from Exposing Satan's Angels. What page is it? 166. Go into it, man.
The start of the world government.
So start of the world government. Go ahead.
Satan will set up a world governmental system, appoints his own rule over it. This world dictator in scriptures is called the beast, and is also known as Antichrist.
Which the whole system itself, is anti-anointed, right? America is anti-Hamashiach anyway, man. Just look around. Go ahead.
He will have a post-due religious assistance who is known as the false prophet.
Go ahead.
Everyone will be commanded
to worship Satan
Yup.
as the supreme God of the universe.
That's it, man. That's going on right now, man. So everybody right now worships Satan. And your birthdays, Easter, Christmas, this whole world, and you look at these two, the whole world worships, the whole entire world worships Satan right now. These motherfuckers don't even know it, man. That's what Scripture say, that we are not ignorant to his devices. And the Scripture say that be not dismayed, even Satan himself has transformed himself into an angel of light. So Esau took the Bible. Well, really, Constantine, wicked ass.
But he picked it up.
The Bible structure. Okay? They put the scriptures and put paganism in it. But now Esau inflicted and made Christmas good when that goes right back to Semiramis and Tammuz. Right? And they did the trips as Ben Rod's dick. Then you got Easter today, you got some fucking some Easter bunny Quran shitting out eggs. They're right back to the guy in Issachar. Right? That's cool, right back to there's fertility. They're going right back to fucking women worship. Right? So you got all this shit. You got LGBTQ. You can identify anything you want to be. You can have sex with dogs, cats. You can marry your fucking car.
Right.
You can marry a tree. In America, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Do as thou will. You can be the biggest faggot, the biggest weirdo on the planet Earth. You can transfer yourself into a goddamn reptilian. So this is shit that America pushes. So this whole entire system itself is Satan, man. So the whole entire world worships Satan right now. These motherfuckers don't even know it. Go ahead. That's how good Esau is at his craftiness, though. That's how good he is. He made everything look so good and clean. They're like, I ain't worshiping Satan. I am not. Yes, you are. You're blindly worshiping Satan, man.
That's right. That's right.
You know, you niggas sign up for the military. You niggas send your cuz up to the military. Well, you ain't going to college. Go to the military. They send your ass to the military, man. Right. Sign your life away to the so-called to the fucking devil, man. Right. Then put your black ass on a goddamn out there on the field, fight against other countries until problems that you didn't even start. Then your ass end up in a goddamn box somewhere. For this fucking devil, man. And they show you when that goddamn TV show Spawn, man. That nigga Spawn was a military soldier. That nigga got killed. Hey, that nigga went to hell. With the so-called hell, man. What the people call him weak. Hey, he say he sold his soul to the devil, man. This Esau's military, that's Satan, man. You niggas sign your life away that contract, you sign your life away to Satan, man.
Hey, right quick, it's a show. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a show that they was going to the. Is it one of the movies? Damn, man, I watched it. It showed that it was what's the ones the Red Shield? What was they called? The Crusaders?
Yeah.
Right? What is another name they called them? They called them something else. The Red Shield. I can't remember. Damn, fuck. But can't think what they call them. But anyway, it showed that on one of the old movies that it was actually Satan. They was thinking that they was going to war for righteous reasons and shit. Mm-hmm. And Satan was talking to their commander, man, and he was telling them to lead the people, to death. Yeah. Here they was fighting for. But this one dude seen it. One of them, so he had to be in jail. Because one of them seen it, right? They was fighting and he's just seeing all this war. They was killing each other and shit. And he was just standing back looking, and then he could see Satan in the commander's ear. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I was a spirit, I can't remember that fucking movie. It was one of them what's the movie? One of them older movies, man, where we was going to war and shit. Like 300. It was like a movie like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't think.
Ancient fighting.
Yeah, I can't think what way, but it was a spirit because it's like damn, they had Satan, which was in the commander's ear. All that time, they was like damn, all this force saw the Satan doing this. You know what I'm saying? But really, the Lord said to Satan not to do it. But the point, like you said, they worshiping this beast system.
They worshiping Satan, man. They go right back to the 13th chapter. Scripture say they worship the image of the beast. So it's philosophies. So this whole entire world, this whole entire world's under the.
Damn, he almost put a nigga on the street.
Man, yeah, see this whole world letting them know. For they stab each other and shit. This motherfucker. Anyway, this whole world's under the vibration of Satan, man.
Yeah.
Shit satanic as hell. Oh shit! Hey, you had this one nigga. It's almost this one Jake dude, right? He got this song called something about some booty. And this nigga on here with low cut hair, beard, shaking his ass, twerking and shit, talking about some booty. With a bunch of other homosexuals, talking about booty. man, it's crazy as hell. The shit that happens in America is demonic.
Yeah.
So everybody here worships Satan, man. Because this world got you niggas fucked up, man. Anyway, go ahead. That's what we've been delivered through Yahweh Shai, man. The water, man. Fuck out of goddamn.
We can see Satan.
Yeah, we can see this shit, man. Go ahead.
Like that movie or something.
Yeah, these niggas ain't got the eyes up. They can't see.
Well, man, he was like,
The false prophets will direct everyone to display a mark of allegiance either on their right hand or on their forehead.
That's that chip, man. That's that chip. So that chip, so when you take that chip, that's your allegiance to Satan, man. That's your allegiance to the so-called white man. That's why I keep saying that when you take that chip, you're gonna be fucking destroyed, man. So all you niggas that take that MOTP, that mark of the beast, you're gonna be fucking destroyed. The Quran, but you're gonna be destroyed, man. This is right there, man. So we're finna come into a time when they're gonna be motherfuckers gonna be getting, you're gonna have chipping stations set up and all your downtown areas got chipping stations.
They already had them ready with that the jump shot.
Mm-hmm.
They had all them stations set up, then people was running their ass right up in there. Man.
Exactly. And if your ass don't take that shit, you either get killed or you get locked up.
That's right.
Get put in jail, man. Lord's will, we either those men that get put in jail or get killed for our Lord's sake, man. We ain't taking no, we ain't taking no fucking jump shot, man.
That's right.
You know, it's like we ain't taking no damn chip. We ain't taking none of it. Yeah, come.
Right.
None of it, a jump shot or the damn chip, man.
All of it is piercing in the skin.
Yeah, fuck Esau and his goddamn in his world, man. This shit finna end. Go ahead. What's on that? Okay. All right, yeah, come. So with that, like I said again, you know, we put it off edifying. We want to give all praise, glory, honor to Abanawa.
Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Kakudash.
Like I said again, double honors being to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who have taught us this truth through the Spirit, peace and much love, and citation for Israel. With that, shalom.
Shalom.